Hello.
Oh. Hello.
Hello.
How you doing, Bast? You alright?
Yeah, probably.
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 Are you waiting to answer if you're right or not until after the Nintendo conference?
Maybe.
What are your predictions? Let's hear them.
I'm not even sure. I got nothing.
Here we go. It's going to be a new Zelda game. There you go. New Zelda game. We're going to get... What? It's starting already. What?
I will assume it's gonna be, what time is it? I mean, isn't there? I think it's just like the fancy E3, not the, Nintendo.
Oh, okay.
And it should be the, Pokemon Remix. And then, as Lisa said, some indie stuff.
Hmm.
I mean, they got 5 minutes, so it's not gonna be too much if they want to talk about it too. I'll just be some Animal Crossing stuff. Wouldn't put it past them. And yeah, whatever updates for games.
Well, we're ready. So the plan is, we're gonna watch the Nintendo thing.
Yeah.
And then only the first part, because apparently the second part is not worth watching from what I've heard. And it goes on for like 7 hours. So
Hold on.
I checked the schedule last night. It's Nintendo and the Nintendo Treehouse, and it goes on until like 2 PDT or whatever the fuck. For some reason.
Where is it? There it is.
What's up, everybody, and welcome
More or
to
less.
E3 Live from
So
Los
yeah,
Angeles,
so we'll watch the first bit with all the game announcements, and then I'll be doing the Rainbow Six shit with Sam. What's happening, Nintendo?
Jackie, we finally made it. Can you
Something,
believe it?
right?
How are you feeling? Our fourth and final day.
Dunno.
I'm kind of sad.
Let me see.
Seriously, it's been a whirlwind and so many great announcements, and I just
Honestly, I'm pretty fucking happy that it's ending, cause holy shit, it's been trash.
Thank God you're here.
Bandai Namco. So,
And then Eureka.
so yeah, me and Sam will do our Ghost Recon shit, and then afterwards, if you want, we can get back together for the last couple panels.
Today looks absolutely fantastic, and I am here for it.
Oh, would you like to get into the schedule, everybody, of what's going to be happening today? Of course, Monday had a ton of announcements and stuff that we were talking about. But what I want
Did
to
it?
know is what stood out. Before we talk about where we're
Got
going
absolutely
today-
fucking nothing.
For me,
Fuck it.
Redfall, Back for Blood, Halo Infinite. I
That
just
wasn't
wanna
yesterday.
kill Vampires and
No, it wasn't.
zombies and aliens. Gore and guts, baby, and blood.
Okay, well,
It was fucking Sunday. She needs to get a fucking grip.
you know, I feel like I have such a goldfish memory because they had asked me ahead of time, like, what is standing out to you?
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, let me look through my tweets. And I went back through my tweets for the entire presentation.
Oh, it's been so
And
much good stuff.
Guardians is what stands out to me as a comic book fanboy. But more importantly, I think for what is more fresh and what happened on Monday right now, I am officially also not only a comic book fanboy, a Freedom Games fanboy. Because I woke up today thinking about To the Rescue, and I'm like, I want to do the dog simulator right now. And then it was next year, you know, we get that incredibly soon, and then next year we're supposed to get the Cat Cafe manager.
I was gonna say
There
Cat
we go.
Cafe for me, but
I'm all about it.
so much great stuff going on. But we have been having so much fun, and we are so happy you joined us on this journey. E3 is
25
virtual
minutes.
this year, and since we are dealing with the effects of the pandemic, but now you're getting to enjoy the announcements and reactions all from the comfort of your own home. And those homes are worldwide, folks, and we've been saying this all throughout the event. We are broadcasting across the globe, and maybe even to a space station or two, depending on the Wi-Fi coverage. We did have Verizon on yesterday. We could have asked them if they could 5G up to the astronauts. These jokes, though, loving it, huh?
Yeah, you know, they're playing that magic.
But that place doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Very
But
true.
Virtual has certainly been a fun experience.
It has, and it's that funny thing of like, you know, you're talking about how you don't want this to end. Such a big part of it is the fact that we're finally all together doing stuff, and I think it's kind of weird and timely that, you know, E3, the end in quotes of the pandemic as we know it is happening on the day California's reopening.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we went out to dinner last night and they were moving the tables inside and they changed host positions. Like, oh right, like we're coming out of this, and I think it's interesting that, you know, on day one of E3 we talked about the mayor of LA coming
Yeah,
and saying,
look.
hey, guess what?
It's like fucking 7 hours.
But again, let's not look that
Yeah,
far in the
but
future. Let's look in the future.
They usually do that. They usually have like other announcement in between it at
9 a.m. Pacific.
freaking
That's
E3.
right, ladies and gentlemen. In just about 25 minutes, Nintendo takes the stage. At 2:25, we have Bandai Namco presents House of Ashes, the Dark Pictures anthology.
I'm
rolls
so
on.
excited for that.
Oh.
320 is the Eureka
Wait,
Studios.
they're only doing one game.
35, it's GameSpot with Lucy and
Or
Tam
what?
running through their
It sounds like
presentation
it.
of a bunch of stuff that I'm not even 100% sure of what's going on.
They said
If
they
that
were
wasn't
doing
enough, we have
the
a news on
next
here. Don't forget
game
that
in
after
the
GameSpot comes out, we, of
you know,
course,
like
will
Man of
be
Medan,
handing out some
Little Hope.
awards. That's right, the most anticipated games from all your favorite devs
Horror
and
game.
publishers will be getting
Yeah.
right here at the expo, and the anticipated game of the expo.
I have no idea what we're going to see at the awards.
Oh, we should have read what our card said.
We have a schedule to keep, Jackie. Nintendo is
We
coming,
should've.
everybody. That's enough from us right now. Let's bring in the rest
It's gonna
of
be
our
bullshit,
crew
bullshit,
and
bullshit,
Alex.
bullshit, and then a wrong date, and then some more
With our friends
bullshit.
and media partners.
And then a Zoom
Hello,
call.
and Greg,
She
yes,
just has a
I do
picture of a
stink,
Zoom
but I
call.
stink of success.
Yes.
That's right.
That's what
That's
we
why
need.
no one
We
is
need
around
more
me.
of
They
it.
cannot get enough
Thank
of this odor that I am protruding from my body. So got final day of action here at E3, guys, and you know we are expecting some big news to come out throughout the day. But you know I do want to talk about the big moments that we've already seen this week, right? Like
What
a lot
fucking
has stood out.
moments?
There was,
There's
personal
been
stories
none.
for myself. Damon, I guess we'll start with you. What was your
Give us Nintendogs
personal
3, somebody
favorite
says.
moments, I guess?
Fuck yeah.
Couple things stick out. I'm a big Far Cry fan. There's not much you have to do to get me excited about a new Far Cry. Just let me know that there's one coming, and okay, I'm on board. And Far Cry 6 already had its own event recently, so coming into E3, I wasn't really sure what Ubisoft was going to have for Far Cry.
Yeah.
Turns out they have this whole other mode where they're bringing back previous villains from Far Cry 3, 4, and 5, and got the voice actors back in place, and going to let us actually play as the villains in some sort of new mode or new campaign.
But the entire like Nintendo Treehouse is usually
They're
them
always
like
sort of, willing to experiment
talking
with
about
fun things
everything
with
they
Far Cry.
reveal.
Something I'm
So
looking
like
forward to.
if they
And also, like
reveal
Greg,
the Zelda game
Galaxy
and
was a
whatever
pleasant surprise
the
to
fuck
me. I
rest
really
they're gonna be like
like the direction they're going with this, keeping it single player.
having
something
people in
story,
talk about all the
getting
shit
a good grasp on these characters. Most of the
and their
jokes
plans
are
and
really
whatnot.
for me, and I love
Yeah.
just, I can't wait
Well,
to
we'll
So
explore
it's
watch it
not-
until like
explore
6 or
the
something
Ethereum
anyway.
world.
But I mean,
that
yeah,
part
for the
got
most
me
part,
right
it's
away.
just the
The
announcements
humor
that we
of
care about.
Guardians was there.
More or
That's
less,
also
I
great.
care about
Again,
anyway.
It's just
uh,
compared to
Lydia,
what the
missed you
fuck
very
yesterday
much. We had a
was,
great
it's
conversation
actually
about
something.
UFC. Is of course Avli
Yeah.
Man from G4. Avli, what about you? What's been your standout?
Yeah, it is lovely.
So
She was
actually,
the
as I needed a break from you, Alex.
That's fair.
fucking
why I was
interviewer
watching
for
My odor.
But I was
LCS.
watching E3 from home, and like Greg was talking about Freedom Games.
The
all
more
the
you
Cat
know.
Cafe
Hexagon
games,
glasses.
and To the Rescue, where you work in a dog
She is
shelter
cringe as
to
shit.
help all the puppies find their home. And you know, my baby came from a rescue, so I'm like, oh, I need this now. But there were so many really cute indie games that were popping up.
There it
on
is,
the
Cat
before
Cafe.
that we
Cat
spent about
fucking
a second
cafe.
of, and now I
Hell
feel like
yeah.
I need multiple hours of. There was the Beaver Town building game, Beaverton, Timbertown.
Timber.
Timbertown. I don't know, but it's cute and I want it. But I mean, besides all that, then hearing that there is Resident Evil Village DLC coming soon. We don't know what that is, but if it's anything Lady D related, you know what I would want? Total speculation.
Oh, God.
Just a Lady D story.
Okay.
Just how Lady D met Mother Miranda and found her place in that family.
Okay. Avli.
Yes.
Yeah. No. We're stepping
Some
away.
twinments that.
We're stepping- you can't
Fuck's
go.
gonna be a while.
We're
sake.
not going down that rabbit hole again, girl.
Fuck's sake.
Dan, what about for you, brother? What did you like?
Well, taking it all the way back to the beginning, I
Fire
remember the very
Emblem.
end of Ubisoft's press conference, where my esteemed colleagues here in the panel very smartly speculated that it was going to be a galaxy far, far away, a open-world Star Wars game that we know is in the works. But I said it's gonna be Pandora, Avatar Hive, Navi Nation. Where are you at? We feasted.
And here we are, we get to have this first look back into a movie that came out in 2009 and has somehow, against all odds, persevered now in video game form and ostensibly in up to 4 sequels.
I need to wait
Vin
20
Diesel
minutes
might
and something.
will be in this game. Who knows? I'm excited because I know nothing
2009.
about what's going to come down the pipeline for this, and
Oh,
I am looking forward
yeah.
to being surprised by Avatar once more.
Dan, if you weren't in the movie, or in the game, I'm gonna be disappointed. I feel like you should be in there.
Well, no spoilers, no spoilers, but I do voice the mother tree.
Yeah, that's the role of a century.
Yes.
I did not know Vin Diesel was supposed to be, or is like rumored to
I
be.
just
in
saw that. I just saw that news breaking today. I think it's through F9 press.
there. Wow, really? Okay, because I'm hoping to not getting the art game confused with the Avatar game.
Yeah.
That's my fear. Michael, what about for you, bud?
All right, I would be remiss if I didn't mention Yakuza. So Microsoft had a wild presentation. They showed so many things, got so many surprises, but you know what? I stood up and I got hyped because Yakuza Like a Dragon is on Game Pass. Listen, if I got to see Kazuma Kiryu or Kazuki Ichiban on a big stage, those are my boys. So the thing is, like, if y'all ain't played Yakuza yet, play Yakuza. I gotta give a shout out to my boy Ben Janko who got me on the series over at GameSpot. But Yakuza Like a Dragon it's been out. That's my game of the year 2020. Yeah, now it's on Game Pass. I want more people to give it a try. If y'all like turn-based RPGs, it's a story about adults going through life, struggling. And it's very earnest stories about people who live on the margins in Japan. It's a really
Very earnest story as he summons a lobster.
And all you want is just a try, dude.
Fuck yeah. Yakuza, by the way, is like the mafia, and they legit, they do horrible stuff in Japan.
Fuck's sake.
FYI, like they actually run the fucking red light districts. They're the ones distributing all the drugs. They're the ones. Like there's been an interview with a former higher up, and he said like, oh yeah, we started off low, like the peasants where we just ran around, blackmailed people, the usual, made our money. And he was like, oh yeah, there was this my superior, and I really liked him, and then I lied to him one day, and I was like, I feel really bad, like I really lied to him. I'm gonna have to go cut off my pinky now.
Ernest.
So he did.
Something that I
Fog.
particularly enjoyed was the Xbox Series X mini fridge. That's right. I liked it. I am happy that they stuck to their guns. They said, we won this Twitter contest, we were going to make the darn fridge, and they made the darn fridge. So that is cool. As a proud owner of...
Well, admit, the fucking fridge is pretty amazing.
It looks pretty nice.
This one looks
Although,
better
to be
than the one
fair,
I have. Also,
are those regular sized cans in there? Because that is a shit fridge.
Well, yeah, it's not supposed to be a good fridge. It's just that the fucking thing looks like a fridge, so they made a fridge looking like it.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
Great announcements. Of course, let us know what your favorite game was of E3. Use the hashtag E3 2021. You'll pop up in the ticker.
I mean, yeah, it's not gonna be a good fridge, but it's gonna be a fucking fridge.
You guys enjoyed because there were
Which is
a lot
the
of
good
really
part.
fun announcements. You know, for example,
You have money for it, like they have the money for fucking Game Pass, whatever.
Who wants a little chaos in their life?
no,
Not those.
not anymore.
Yeah, but anyway, folks, we are just
Please,
getting
no.
started today with Nintendo.
My life is already
and
over.
they're sure to
No
bring
more
down the
fucking
house,
chaos.
but they aren't the only high-profile presentation on the schedule. When we come back, we're actually going to preview Bandai Namco presents House of Ashes. We'll be back in just a few.
Up with this fucking E3 games, nobody doing any games.
Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. That was the game that really made me realize that video games is more than just really running and jumping. This is art.
If there was a
This is
corner
art, no.
to explore, you were
Okay.
probably gonna find something cool there. I don't know, it's just so imaginative.
Every
It's kind of
time
what
someone mentions art in a video game, I will be reminded of whatever the fuck Mythical Games was yesterday.
I remember when I was younger, I was so scared of playing single player games. So Ocarina of Time was just so beautiful. The music to this day is just world class.
It hurt me.
Absolutely some of the absolute best music in video
I'm
games.
sorry, man.
New Horizons is like, I really got into it around when Corona hit, and it provided like such an incredible feeling of escape.
It's become fucking crypto brokers and hide it as a video game.
KK, it's not a mixtape.
Genius.
Bless up to Animal Crossing for coming out right at the beginning of it, because I don't know how it would have went otherwise.
Like the old school Pokemon games.
That game meant everything to me. I was absolutely and utterly in love with the entire world around it. I still actually play the Game Boy games.
The fact that Pokemon has been in the game for like, what, 25 years is just incredible.
Super Smash Bros. Like, I'm very competitive with that game. I'm really good, honestly.
It's got to be the greatest game ever created and or conceived, and that is Super Smash Bros. I'm talking about every game, but the one on GameCube is the one where you are nice. If you're not nice,
All of the like Super Mario.
Pixelate his fucking or censor his screen 2 days ago. When he was talking, probably because they couldn't show whatever the game was on it. And today they just didn't give a shit and probably showed the game.
Yeah.
First time I really felt like I was truly immersed in something.
I don't know, man. This is so unprofessional.
Everyone has to have that on their list.
Fuck it, I know.
Magic.
It's revolutionary.
E3.
Fuck yeah.
If you're here for Nintendo, come back in 14 minutes.
Pretty much.
Don't be a tester. That's the worst job imaginable.
Pretty much.
That's the rarest thing in the world.
Is that?
It was a PS5, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Haha, funny meme.
Funny meme. Easy. Wait, all this complaining about the fucking Chaos Bus, and I'm just sitting here like, yeah. I complain, but
The what?
you know, complaining about the Origins.
Oh,
I'm just here like, yeah.
Oh, I mean, it's just like, I don't know, frustration again. I mean, it's a cool game, but like, you know.
It's more the fact that, like, yeah, can't even try it. Good stuff.
If you're gonna play it on casual, because unless you're into Souls games, that's all I'll say.
As a part of Play For All, GameSpot will be bringing you the latest gaming news and announcements, interviews with developers, the biggest press conferences, and lots more. Play For All is our yearly online event that combines the excitement and announcements of E3 with charity live streams the following week, with lots of special guests who are going to help us raise money for April.
I definitely would watch somebody play it though, for the story.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't play it myself.
What's up everyone, I'm Stella Chung, and in today's fix, you've gotta catch 'em all to beat Elden Ring, a closer look at the game's massive open map, and we finally got some insight into George R.R. Martin's story contributions. This is your all Elden Ring daily fix. Let's go! Naturally, Elden Ring will feature a lot of gameplay and art elements from software fans have come to find familiar after titles like Dark Souls and Bloodborne. Tough combat, horrifying boss battles, and bitter losses. But there's a new element that's got everyone talking, and it bears a striking resemblance to a game you've rarely heard mentioned in the same paragraph, Pokemon. Talking to IGN in a lengthy interview, Elden Ring director Hidetaka Miyazaki said that players will be able to summon the spirits of deceased enemies and use them as allies in battles. This will likely remind you of the ability to summon friendlies in Bloodborne using beckoning bells. But instead of being applied to AI helpers or the multiplayer experience, it looks like beating bad guys, then calling them into battle will be a core mechanic of the single-player Elden Ring experience. If you've already watched the Elden Ring trailer, then you've seen these spirit summons in action. But the blue ghosts that accompany the player are not co-op partners as many thought, but instead new collectible summons. You'll collect many different enemy spirits as you journey through the lands between. According to Miyazaki, these spirit summons we feel like, as well as there being a large variety to them, They're a nice, collectible hidden element within the game world to discover and to equip as you go. They offer a lot of different strategic options, but also the player might find that they just like a certain enemy tagging along with them. So there's a lot of strategic and a lot of personal touch to these summons. And in case you were worried, Miyazaki confirmed that this new mechanic doesn't impinge on the old ones, adding, and of course in Elden Ring, you will be able to summon fellow players for cooperative play. Are you excited to see a roster of summons come to Elden Ring? Let us know down in the comments. As for the world of Elden Ring itself, called The Lands Between, it promises to be From Software's biggest and most open map yet. According to Miyazaki, the sense of scale shown off in the trailer wasn't just for cinematic effect, but will be the core pillar of Elden Ring's design. The Lands Between was actually a name that was invented by George R.R. Martin himself when he was coming up for the impetus for the world and writing its history and mythos, says Miyazaki. The Lands Between is made up of 6 major areas, each of which is the domain of a demigod hero. Miyazaki says that it will be apparent there is an order to how players can tackle these 6 areas, but you don't have to follow it. The design of Elden Ring seemingly blends a bit of Demon Souls, separate
Oh, very not interesting.
But there are a lot of different ways you can approach each area, and there's a lot of freedom as to which one you tackle different areas as well. Each of the 6 areas will house its own mainland map, which seamlessly connects to the lands between. There's even a hub, not unlike Dark Souls' Spiraling Shrine, which players can branch out from that can be accessed a little later in the game. Beyond the main dungeons of the 6 domains, there's also a wide variety of catacombs and castles and fortresses, which are interspersed throughout the map. In all, it looks like the developers are striving to develop a sense of exploration and freedom while maintaining the labyrinth-like designs full of secret shortcuts and dead ends that have become a core part of the Soulsborne experience.
Oh, nice comic.
Of course, the Lands Between and the entire Elden Ring story were crafted by George R.R. Martin of Game of
George!
Fans may be happy to
George!
totally brought a new sense of character and drama to the From Software universe. In the past, Soulsborne games have delivered their plots in a piecemeal fashion that instilled a deep sense of mystery, and while director Hidetaka Miyazaki promises that a, quote, very mysterious and very ethereal quality was maintained, he says Elden Ring should be a bit less vague and more understandable in terms of lore and story than past From Software games. As for the plot itself, it centers around the titular Elden Ring and its offshoot, the Urge Tree, which once provided blessings to people all across the land. But over time, the group started to lose those blessings, becoming known as the Tarnished. They were banished, living outside the Lands Between for generations until a history-changing moment when the Elden Ring was shattered and blessings were returned to the Tarnished. At the time Elden Ring is set, the Tarnished are now making their way back to their ancestral homeland, with the player's character included among them. Martin also specifically provided character development
Among Us.
And movies.
tells us that these characters consist of various demigods and other powerful beings who inherited the power of the Elden Ring when it shattered, causing them to fall into madness. In other words, a From Software game. Now that you're all caught up on the story, the world, and the gameplay of Elden Ring, make sure to check out IGN.com for even more on the much anticipated title. Are you excited for Elden Ring? Let us know below. I'm still
Not exactly, no.
That was your Daily Fix. Now that you're all caught up on the news, make sure to check out the rest of our E3 coverage on YouTube, across social media, or even on your smart TV. You can download the IGN app on all of your mobile or devices, subscribe to the Daily Fix on Snapchat for all things, everything else, IGN.com.
Welcome back to E3 live from Los Angeles. Don't forget, E3Expo.com/shop has you covered for all the limited edition E3 hats, shirts, and jackets. At least props, but
you're not even rocking the E3.
Anyone supports this shit, you need to fucking...
I like to make up a story when I have the hat.
Paint a picture.
What was this man doing in his hat? He was working on his old tractor. I'm not going to bore you. I don't have the prop. I can't do the thing. Bandai Namco presents House of Ashes is up next. What do we all want to see from this? Now, I'm very interested in this one, Dan. You and I have been going a little bit back and forth here. Of course, Supermassive Games, the one behind the Dark Pictures anthology. Obviously, they found success with Until Dawn. And I feel like with the Dark Pictures anthology, working with Bandai Namco, they've been trying to get back to that level of success. Is this the one that'll do it?
I think so. I think that this is a real opportunity for him to go back to what everyone loves about that. I'm thrilled that we're going to go ash to mouth in this episode because we're going to talk about House of Ashes.
Yeah, no, we know the
Dark Pictures, not the Dark Knight. They will do that. I'm thrilled. It's a playable horror movie. co-op. You're going to be able to go
all night writing
spooky
jokes.
No, I just black out and just fuse out of my brain like Pazuzu in this game coming to spook our people who are in Iraq, I think around 2003.
Right.
Ancient Sumerian mythology. It's going to be super fun. I'm very excited to see this. I want to have those jump scares with my friends. I hope they have that playable co-op again.
Yeah.
I love this series. I'm excited to see what they have in store.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. Me and Joey like to play these together, the Dark Picture Anthology, and that was the thing of talking about Man of Medan, right? Where it was playing through that together. You both are on the ship. Where are you going, and how are you going to get out of it? And I think this is an interesting one in terms of what you just brought up, the storyline of it, right? We are in Iraq. We are having a battle. American forces, Iraqi forces, they fall in together into the Sumerian temple, and then have to work together. Now, Damon, before we got started, you're like, I don't know that much about the Dark Pictures Anthology.
Yeah.
As a horror fan, do you like the idea of these anthology series coming to video games, trying something different? Because every one of these has a different setup to it of what's going on.
Yeah, it's a cool idea, and I like.
What do you want from that? Nothing. I just want a fucking game.
Yeah, 100%. And then, Michael, what's your experience with that?
Poor Bast.
I love playing Until Dawn or Man of Medan on streams because it is.
Hi, lurkers.
For like when we do Extra Life, we usually have a whole dedicated segment. We usually do this at midnight. Yeah. I miss that doing that. Yeah, I miss doing that so much. But there is like a multiplayer element to it that I really like. That everyone can pitch in on the decisions you need to make and see what the consequences are. And I think that's why people obviously gravitate towards the Dark Pictures Anthology. But I wasn't that much of a fan of Man of Medan.
Yeah.
Obviously, Until Dawn was the big hit.
Yeah.
I would want it to hit those same notes. That would be great.
And that's my hope, is that with this one, the fact that Man of Medan, I remember playing like, oh, okay, it didn't live up to the hype of what Until Dawn was coming back then. I would hope that quite quick as they've been making these games, the feedback from that was able to be incorporated in the third one.
Yeah, so for me, I have to be honest and tell you that I had to watch full gameplay for Until Dawn and Man of Medan because I could not play it by myself. Just looking at it, like where it's like, hold the controller steady. Oops, I stepped on a twig. Oops, that character's dead. Oops, and I just keep losing the entire team. So I had to sit there and watch it, but it almost plays out like a movie for me. So like you said, playing it on stream, I feel like that's a whole nother experience in addition to playing the game. But yeah, if they're able to implement some of the multiplayer features that you were talking about, like
I like how all the tweets they're featuring is just like Nintendo soon yay. No one gives a shit about what's going on right now.
But yeah.
They are, aren't they? They're hexagonal, I believe. Technical term.
If you don't give a shit about it, I'd have to. I don't even know anymore.
How you doing, Bella? You alright?
3 minutes. Come on.
Yeah, I'm good. Just hoping for
yeah, those glasses are fucking hexagon.
Just hoping for something not Zoom calls
2
on
minutes.
this final day of E3. I'm glad to hear you're alright.
2 minutes and 39 seconds to the Nintendo presentation, GB.
Yes.
I am absolutely going wild trying to wrap my head around what we will see. But really quickly, I want to talk to you about Nintendo and how it has had an impact on your life.
Yeah, I mean, Nintendo's been a,
Please just give us a fucking timer and nothing else. How big of you?
Nintendo, Super Nintendo as a kid. Super Mario World. I may or may not have deleted his file when he was at the end of the game. And he got really mad about me. He got really mad about it. That's fine.
2 minutes, ladies and gents.
And obviously I was a child, so I could not, get him back to where he was before. But you know what? No regrets.
Damn, you changed fast.
That was, something that brought us together. Whether it be in an epic battle, somehow, some way, we resolved it. That is one of my fondest Nintendo memories. That and playing Splatoon 2 the first time on my Switch. I love Splatoon so much. Big shout out, by the way, to the Splatoon.
Oh, that's another thing. Splatoon 3. That's what we're going to see as well. New Zelda games, Splatoon 3, Mario 10. Oh,
Fuck yeah. Another fucking. It's gonna be a DLC for the Splatoon 2 game. And then we're gonna get a fucking DLC for some Mario game.
A Pokemon Collector's Edition, N64, GameCube, Wii, and honestly, looking back, some of the best memories from my childhood were spent with Nintendo consoles.
1 minute.
My brother and I would literally just be in the basement playing for hours on
In the
end, whether it
basement.
was Street Fighter and
They were
Mortal
locked
Kombat
in
fighting
there.
games, or we would be playing those
Because they knew they were gonna be here.
and I really
They
feel
tried
like
to stop it, but they
Nintendo
couldn't.
shaped who I am today.
Oh yeah.
And I feel like those memories form me into the human being that I am. And I do, I know that sounds like really heavy.
Really heavy.
But Nintendo helped me escape when I was a child from, you know, whatever it was. Maybe it was bullying or stress at the home, you know. And I still do that to this day. So big thank you to Nintendo. And I'm sure you feel the same way.
Oh, many others feel the same way. You mentioned fighting games, one of my favorites, Super WrestleMania.
We don't need your fucking life stories.
endlessly.
Bring the timer back.
And yeah, Royal Rumble, that was another good one. Like all the wrestling games, we loved those. It was great.
Great ones, but believe it or not, the Nintendo presentation is about to begin in this right now, this second. Go!
Let's go!
Amazing.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Do you see that then?
Yeah.
Release dates likely to change, or sorry, subject due to change.
Oh yeah.
Hello everyone, I'm Shinya Takahashi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct. Hello, I'm Yoshiaki Koizumi, and I'll be your guide as well.
They're doing everything pretty much as usual, so that's nice.
And many people around the world are playing games on it. Nintendo Switch is being enjoyed by a wide range of players spanning all ages and all levels of gaming experience. Thank you all very much. We've been able to offer a wide variety of games on the system, not just from Nintendo, but also from our many development and publishing partners. I hope that each of you watching this Nintendo Direct will be able to find a game that suits your personal tastes.
Today, we have news on upcoming Nintendo Switch games, and we'll be focusing on a selection of games releasing this year. We hope you enjoy it. Okay, to begin,
really?
please take a look at this video.
Fucking snap! Not actual gameplay footage.
She's being shagged. Oh, never mind.
He got shagged. A dubious volcano. Yeah. Oh, it's fucking smash. Nice. Or not.
He's like one of the main bad guys from Tekken, right?
Yeah. I think so. Yep, called that. Fucking smash.
He's just fucking eating people.
Yeah, new Smash character. Fucking called it.
Haven't seen him eat Cloud though, have you? Wonder why. That is true.
Fucking Kirby.
Hello, I'm I'm Masahiro Sakurai from Sora Limited and the director of the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate game. Kazuya Mishima from the fighting game series Tekken will join the battle. Surprise! I'll go over the details at a later date, so please...
Surprise!
For today, though, we've prepared a short video...
This fucking man has 3 Switch controllers on his desk.
Ultimate. Please take a look.
That's 3 too many. Steal that. Did. That's where he's been.
This feels like Tekken.
I know.
No, it's Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I'll talk about the fighter more in a future presentation. We still have to record it first, actually. The air date is shown below. Please stay tuned.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Mr. Sakurai. New fighter Kazuya will join the fight in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Please look forward to seeing how Kazuya, who has experienced many harsh battles across the Tekken series, will fight in this game. Alright, let's continue with our first batch of Nintendo Switch headlines.
Here comes action games.
Your choices matter in these emotional, supernatural tales.
Hey, this is fucking Life is Strange, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it.
I guess it's just they're coming to Switch. Because everything is coming to Switch. Lovely.
Switch. I don't know about that.
Life is Strange. True
Can't
Colors
stream on a
launches
Switch.
On Nintendo Switch September 10th. And Life is Strange Remastered Collection comes to Nintendo Switch later this year. There's something for everyone on the Nintendo Switch system.
Huh? Oh,
You
fuck
are
off.
Star-Lord, leading a legendary band of heroes for hire
Nice.
in this thrilling action-adventure game. Jump on a wild ride across the cosmos. Overwhelm opponents with Star-Lord's daring combat style.
I just need
Encounter
to.
other original Marvel characters. You'll call the shots for the unpredictable Guardians as you face cosmic threats to save the galaxy. You got this, probably. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy blasts onto Nintendo Switch October 26th. Worms everywhere! In this real-time arena-based shooter, squish your invertebrate opponents in 32-player cross-platform combat. Play in daily challenges, battle modes, and seasonal events to worm your way up the ranks. Plus, the Patchwork Bear outfit, exclusive to the Nintendo Switch version, will be available for free for 2 weeks after launch. A new map, Spaceport Showdown, launches with Worms Rumble, wriggling.
Yeah, I mean, how long has
Nintendo
it
Switch
been?
June 23rd. Get a
I didn't know.
25%
Quite a fucking
discount.
while.
Pre-order the game starting today.
And nobody cared it was missing.
The fantastical realm of Orcanon awaits. As you explore this fully hand-painted world, you'll customize a team of demigods and unleash devastating attacks and captivating turn-based combat.
That looks nice, but probably gonna be like full price, AAA game price.
September 30th. Return to the funny, charming, and
She
quirky
do.
world of 2 Point County. In the wholesome management sim 2-Point Campus,
Suddenly very
you build
thirsty.
and run your very own university the way you want it. Lots of creative tools are at your disposal to make the school yours and take your educational empire to the next level. Enrollment for 2-Point Campus starts on Nintendo Switch next year.
Hell yeah.
A beloved series rolls into its 20th anniversary this year.
Is that Donkey Kong? They look like a bunch of bananas.
Might be. What the fuck is this again?
That's A.
That's a fucking monkey ball. What the fuck's a monkey ball?
Home run!
Go bananas when Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania rolls onto Nintendo Switch October 5th. It's a blast from parties past, and you're invited.
Oh no.
Ready for another round of Mario Party Mayhem? Of course you are. It's a superstar collection of Mario Party boards and minigames. Live it up on 5 classic boards from the Nintendo 64 era, including Peach's Birthday Cake and Spaceland. Each board is packed with zany events guaranteed to keep you on your toes. And when we say zany, we mean it. Jump.
We mean it.
Blocks. And give facelifts? In hilarious over-the-top minigames. All of which support button controls.
Wait, so...
100 minigames from the Mario Party series catalog, you'll have a blast in this all-star
So it's just the minigames?
Here's a little party favor. All game modes work with online play.
Yeah, but the thing is, Nintendo, your online play does not work, so what the fuck am I?
Playing a board game online with friends? Save your progress mid-game, grab a snack, then resume the festivities. Stickers are also available to communicate with others. It's time to party
Yes!
Party Superstars, launching on the Nintendo Switch system October 29th.
What a fucking...
Pre-orders begin today.
Yes.
What did you think? Before we show this next trailer, I'd like to say one thing. Currently, we're working hard on the latest game in the Metroid Prime series, Metroid Prime 4, which we previously announced. But today, we'd like to introduce another new entry in the Metroid franchise.
Don't mind if we do. Metroid do be some good shit.
Never played a Metroid game.
It's been a while since I played the last ones, but...
Didn't they just say they just announced 4?
They Prime 4, different series.
Oh, right, right.
There's Metroid and then there's Metroid Prime. Same shit, but different.
From what I gather, Metroid's kind of like Doom, right?
Not sure about the newer games, but like the original ones were on fucking good old Game Boys. Were more like platform shooters than like this.
Oh,
pretty much.
right, okay.
So if it actually is this, I will be very happy. But yeah, this is Metroid. It has been a while since the last proper one. Dude, this is some actually good shit, because this is a fucking throwback and a half. Because there's been like the first ever Metroid, and then they remade that, and I played the shit out of both of them, and then they had Fusion for actual Game Boy, and I played a shit ton of that too.
It looks very cool.
Yeah, they are pretty cool. Very fun. Yeah, it's like 2 months. Not bad. I'm also cheating and watching on YouTube at the same time, just like 30 seconds ahead.
What a bastard.
That was the trailer for the first new 2D Metroid game in roughly 19 years. The brand new Metroid Dread game. As the name Dread implies, this is a Metroid game with a new feel showcasing a variety of threats that Samus will encounter. It's scheduled to be released on October 8th, so it won't be too long until launch. On that same day, we'll also be releasing amiibo figures for Samus and the Emmy,
Jesus Christ.
seen in the video.
See when this feature released.
These familiar franchises are
2002, so yeah, he's not wrong. It's been a while.
Get ready to get down in the latest Just Dance game.
Amazing.
How the hell does that work on Switch?
I mean, the controllers can be done fancy shit with as a Wii controller, so I'm not too surprised.
Hit the dance floor in Just Dance 2022, launching on Nintendo
Oh.
Switch November 4th.
Yeah, I saw it.
The arcade smash
You never play Let's Go, and you're not freaking Switch.
That's what I've been telling you. You're famous.
through nearly 30 over-the-top tracks. Up to 4 players can race
So it had
together,
the
pick your
throwing
vehicle and hit the road.
with the controller.
I know.
Blast launches as a console exclusive
The
on Nintendo
wrong
Switch.
reasons.
It's the ultimate Dragon Ball Z experience.
That's wrong with being a llama. One of the best D2 speedrunners is a llama.
Fighters through 4 sagas in this action RPG. Saiyan, protect the Earth from an invasion by Vegeta and Nappa. Frieza, take a stand against the evil Emperor. Cell, battle the androids in a fight to the death. Majin Buu, an epic showdown with the most fearsome foe. Along with the main story, you can explore the vast world of Dragon Ball Z. Hey, why not help out the locals?
Looks like Dragon
Ingredients
Quest.
for delicious meals. You can always train to acquire new skills too. There are lots of things to keep you busy. The boss battle episodes, A New Power Awakens Parts 1 and 2 is also included. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, plus A New Power Awakens set punches its way onto Nintendo Switch September 24th. Grab a golf club and get
Yeah, Mario Golf.
the Mario Golf Super Rush game launches
And yeah, the Dragon Ball games are actually usually pretty nice.
into each of the modes.
Mostly because it's more or less over the top fighting, which is
Take your time to read the wind and
not
terrain on
hard
the
to do a
greens.
decent game at. And the fact that the story is just...
Hit different types of shots.
It's not exactly the most complicated thing ever. So... How's it redeemed, Lisa?
Mario Golf.
Except fucking Mario Golf.
No, that's why it's redeemed.
I see. Fucking amazing.
I'm sending it to Sam right now.
Battle golf. Duke it out over 9 flag-marked holes in an obstacle-filled arena. Capture 3 flags to win.
No, if every fucking animal had been like Nintendo's, it would have been a nice E3, but it's too late. It's dead. It's so
You're
fucking
right.
dead.
No. If every panel had a golf game,
The fairway's almost open. So set your tee time.
I mean,
and get
if every
ready to
panel had a
those
fucking
shots.
game, it would have been
Swinging onto the Nintendo Switch system June 25th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop.
you can play Mario Golf in 10 days.
Ready for the ride of a
Amazing. There's the fucking Monster Hunter again.
Welcome to the
Just
vast
saw this
and vibrant
yesterday.
world of Monster Hunter.
Didn't see it on Switch though, did you?
Isn't it?
As a rider in this RPG.
How is it easier? There are some things in this world you do not want the answer to.
Well, Bowser, I mean,
that is one of them.
What you gotta do is you gotta shag his clothes so there's holes for his little, what are they called, spikes.
But beware of the mini monsters roaming about. Some are docile,
You know?
but others may suddenly ambush you. To fight, you'll team up with your Monstie and use weapons and skills to overwhelm enemy monsters in turn-based battles. Win, and you'll be rewarded with their materials, which can be forged into new weapons and armor. Hey, is that an egg? You might be able to hatch a new Monstie. Incredibly powerful Monsties can also hatch from rare eggs. Need more traveling buddies? Join up with friends for co-op multiplayer quests and battles. Buckle up, Raider. It's going to be a real monster of an adventure. Monster Hunter Stories 2 Wings of Ruin soars onto Nintendo
That is
July
a
9th.
Danish grocery
You can play the free
line
demo on June 25th
company
and carry over
thingy.
your save data to the full game.
Pog.
So if you go shop in any fucking supermarket, you can do co-op stuff.
Did you miss me? Hey, what do you mean? Who am I?
Fucking
It's
wah.
me, Wario.
Wah.
It's finally ready. A brand new game from my company. Check it out. You get to control
Wow.
me. Time to do this. Look at me go. Rats. Check out these chumps.
What?
They came back and they have wonderful new talents. Throw that stick thing. Not the bad. Use the spinning.
It's a fucking Wario game.
Oh, what is that? Why is there a void man?
Micro game, different abilities.
I don't know. It's still cheating on the fucking YouTube. But yeah.
Two people can play together at the same time. So play nice, or else. Eh? Not nice. Alright, you. Yes, you, the one watching this. Better get ready for some micro game mayhem.
The WarioWare Get Together game launches exclusively on the Nintendo Switch system September 10th.
What the
Pre-orders
hell?
begin today on Nintendo eShop.
Amazing! What the fuck's up with all games coming out in September though?
What you just saw was the trailer for WarioWare. Get it together.
Whoa!
In the latest installment of this series, there are new microgames that
Wario.
control Wario and his friends. There is also a 2-player co-op mode, which greatly expands the gameplay. It's releasing in the near future, so stay tuned. Next, please take a look at this.
Yo, wait, is that?
As a high school student living in Tokyo, your life is fairly normal. But that reality is upended after you get pulled into a different dimension.
Never mind, it's not. Oh well. This is fucking Bayonetta, but with a dude.
Another Tokyo exists. A post-apocalyptic world where angels and demons reside.
I'm in fucking BL.
Suddenly, you
No,
find
never mind.
a mysterious figure, gaining the power to fight demons. What lies ahead in this alternate
Did he
realm?
just fucking transform into a woman? He absolutely did. Wow.
Into a sprawling, demon-infested
Are you watching ahead or are you watching this?
No, I'm watching you right now.
No, this character was always a woman.
and will attempt to destroy you.
Even at the beginning?
Yeah, it's following. It's like the announcer, isn't it?
Finding their weak point is key. By targeting it, the number of consecutive actions you can perform in a combo will increase.
What the sh?
Though
Being
demons
pro tag.
are formidable.
But I guess you might. I don't even know anymore.
You may be able to recruit them via negotiations, which begin when you open a conversation.
This is fucking Undertale.
This is fucking crazy.
I know, I do all the time. Like, what can I say?
If a
Them twin
negotiation
tails.
is successful, a demon will become a powerful ally. In some cases, by rejecting a demon's request, they may feel motivated and join you as an ally.
What? That makes no sense!
By rejecting a request, they love you. What the fuck?
I don't want to join your team. What, you're having me?
Another demon can be created.
Jesus.
The newly fused demon's innate abilities will vary, granting you
It's
a
the next
powerful
fucking
ally,
thing. Like, you
customized to
complete the
your
quest by
needs and
rejecting
playstyle.
the quest giver. Fucking 200 IQ original gameplay.
So it's
Challenge the many demons roaming this post-apocalyptic
a bit like
world
Pokemon.
by harnessing the power of your own.
Maybe. Ish.
What destiny will you choose? Shin Megami Tensei 5 will launch exclusively on Nintendo Switch November 12th. Pre-orders for the physical version begin June 21st.
They look kind of cool.
That was the latest trailer for Shin Megami Tensei 5 from Atlas. This is the newest game in the series. Please look forward to future updates. Let's see a few more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Celebrate 10 years of Danganronpa in despair.
Ahem, ahem. Testing, testing. Mic check 1, 2. This is a test of the school broadcast system.
I've never played these games
And the
before.
deadly Danganronpa
Me
series
neither.
are coming to Nintendo Switch.
Supposedly pretty good games, but I don't know.
Monokuma, the self-proclaimed school headmaster, has trapped you and other high school students in a game of literal life and death. Unfortunately, the only way out of the school and this lethal game is to betray the other students. And so it begins.
It seems like one of those like story-driven puzzle things.
Yeah, kind of. And then with that iconic art thing, like
Use the evidence
this.
you've gathered to refute contradictions and find the guilty party. Sneak attack.
Objection!
Are you okay?
No, he's the protagonist.
Plus, the board game from Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony
Oh.
has been expanded into a standalone game. Danganronpa S Ultimate Summer Camp. An all-star cast of characters from the Danganronpa series will come together to battle at a tropical resort. Who's the strongest of them all in this ultimate beach brawl?
Mummy
The
milkers.
four-game collection Danganronpa Decadence launches as a physical exclusive on Nintendo Switch later this year.
Physically
All four
exclusive.
games will
Oh
also
damn.
be individually available on Nintendo eShop.
Yeah, fucking Sony Wave, like.
Holy
having
shit!
Not afraid of ghosts.
That do beat Fatal Frame.
I've never played any of them, but I've seen
This horror adventure game
full
will uncover the
gameplay
mysteries
playthroughs of all of
surrounding
them.
The ethereal but deadly
Yep.
Hikami, believed to be at the center of many disappearances. Ghosts frequent this mountain. Your only defense is a camera that can repel and cast them out. Face your fears.
No
and
way.
explore a variety of
No
unsettling
way.
locations. This spine-chilling story features
No
diverse
way.
protagonists, letting you experience the game from different perspectives. New costumes and photo modes are included in this version.
New
Can you
costumes.
investigate Mount Hikami?
I wonder what they're gonna be.
Costumes, you say?
Maiden of Black Water creeps onto Nintendo Switch this
Yeah,
year.
that's like that'd be the first time.
I mean, social
And
distance,
deals
ain't it?
are coming soon. Some even today.
Damn, even today. That would be Doom.
Your war
Damn.
is not over. Raise hell in the first campaign expansion for Doom Eternal, The Ancient Gods Part 1.
But it's only coming now. Part 2 is already freaking over on
Deeper
PC.
and more challenging combat awaits as you eliminate Hell's newest
Excuse me.
threats in demon-infested
okay.
ruins and rain-swept terrain. Get slaying when this campaign expansion launches on Nintendo Switch later today. Get ramped up for 2 iconic skateboarding games fully remastered in HD.
Do you reckon they got... are there any ghosts with mummy milkers? Do you know? I'm asking you, like, you know, as if you have met any ghosts. Can you hook me up with a ghost?
Drop into Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2, launching on Nintendo Switch June 25th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop.
Yeah.
Mummy Milkers ghost, yeah.
Sateki, the witch
That's a
queen,
dream.
has risen from the dead, and only one group of heroes can stop her.
Thank God.
The Strange Brigade. In this
I have no idea how to spell it.
you'll blast through an army of mummified monstrosities while solving puzzles in booby-trapped dungeons.
I like this game.
Or team up
This
with
game's
other
cool.
daring adventurers in local wireless co-op and online play. Expect the unexpected when Strange Brigade launches on Nintendo Switch later today.
Oh.
And it's on now.
It's a new adventure.
Yeah, I mean, it released ages ago. Oh, Pog, yeah.
Oh, yeah, just what we need.
Now, where's Mario plus Rabbids Golf? That's the real question.
The fucking DLC for the Mario Golf. Next E3.
Is she bored already? Explore planets filled with quirky residents and even quirkier secrets. And in this fresh take on the tactical genre,
Because she's blonde
our
like
heroes
me.
can run freely around the battlefield, creating new strategic and chaotic possibilities.
That's
So
why.
aim for victory with a little help from your friends. Wait, who's that?
Who that?
Well, one
That
thing's
who?
certain. This is gonna be one heck of a galactic. Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope launches into space or onto Nintendo Switch next year.
Wait, is this a fucking... Oh, what's it called? I had this game for, like, DS. Yeah.
Oh, I should send that
Advance Wars,
message
yeah.
to Twee, actually.
That's the name. It's a fun game. It's weird, but fun.
I'll do it in a bit. Nah, fuck it, I'll do it now. It's just some random game. Ah! I'm sorry!
Thrilling stories, memorable characters, and vibrant gameplay are in store as you lead the commanding officers to victory.
To victory!
Play the first 2 Advance Wars campaigns in Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp, marching on to Nintendo Switch this holiday. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo
This
eShop.
holiday.
How is everything?
Yo, he back.
Alright. This next
And you got
segment
8
will be
minutes
our
left.
Last announcement of the day.
Last
Please
announcement.
take a look.
I mean, I hope you're happy, Lisa. You get Zelda, just not the one you wanted.
Pog! What did I tell you?
Fuck yeah! The one Zelda game literally fucking nobody cares about. Nah, fuck you.
This is Breath of the Wild 2. Hi, Twee.
She just wants you, that's why.
Hello there, I'm Eiji Aonuma, producer
What's
of the
up?
Legend of Zelda series. What you've just seen is a trailer for the first wave of DLC for the Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity expansion packs
Wow.
from Koei Tecmo.
Amazing.
It will follow Link and his allies through more battles that took place 100 years prior to the events of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I hope you'll look forward to it. I have a few more things to share with you all today.
Oh!
We'll begin with The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD.
Fucking Skyward Sword.
Yeah!
You'll immerse yourself in the role of Link by using 2 Joy-Con controllers for intuitive motion controls, or by playing in handheld mode, wielding the sword via flicking the stick and button-only controls. This game depicts the oldest era in the Legend of Zelda series.
Are you
the story of
happy
how it
Zelda
began.
fans? You got your Zelda game.
What is the origin of the Master Sword? Why did a woman named Zelda become the legend for future generations? These will all be unraveled in this game.
Clever.
We hope you're looking forward to The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD.
Hey,
No way. they're doing
HD's
holy
nuts.
Next up, here's a little something you might like. This is a Game & Watch system that lets you play 3 games in the Legend of Zelda series. This year, the
They
original
actually
Legend of
fucking
Zelda
did it. They got the
reaches
same
its
thing for like
35th
Mario.
anniversary. While we don't have
They're
any campaigns
$10
or
or
other
some
Nintendo
shit.
Switch games
And it's
planned,
just that.
we've been working on this Game
Like
& Watch
this.
system as a special item to help mark the occasion and reflect fondly on the earliest days of The Legend of Zelda. It will come with the first game
My
in the series,
God.
The Legend of Zelda, Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link,
Like if they did it with Pokemon, I'd
and the
probably
Game Boy
just
version
buy
of
it.
The Legend of
'Cause,
Zelda Link's
yeah.
Awakening game,
S-word
as well
to
as a
Pokemon.
special version
But
of the Game Boy titled Vermintide,
really,
starring
Thank
Link
you
as
for
the
censoring
player.
yourself.
So that's
No
4
problem.
games on one system, from longer Legend of Zelda games to the pick-up-and-play game Vermin.
console is like $10 or some shit. It's
In
nothing.
addition, regarding the watch functionality for the Game & Watch system, we've
At
added
least
playable
it's
tools
not for
based on The Legend of
Mario.
Zelda,
I don't know what they're gonna price all that.
and an interactive timer themed after Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. You can play with both of them by taking control of Link. We hope you'll enjoy playing this Game & Watch system whenever and wherever you'd like.
No price
No,
on it
we
though.
won't.
Alright, here's the last thing we have to show you.
Oh!
This is the sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Ah, we go.
2 years have passed since we first announced this game, and we've been unable to share anything with you in that time. However, development has been steadily
It's
progressing.
redeemed.
For today, we've prepared some new
It
footage
do be
to show at the
redeemed.
start of the game. Please take a look.
Fucking rar. Yo, she gone. I believe I can fly.
The fuck happened to his arm?
I got gammonized or some shit. Maybe, I don't know. You're the one that actually played through the game, though. Or do you not?
Oh wow, I played like a little bit. And I was forced to.
I know.
It does look really cool.
Was it like Lisa and Jess, no?
I think it was just Lisa, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, not like forced. You know what I mean.
I mean, There you That's good, like fucking 12 months worth of when.
What did you think? This time around, the setting for the adventure has been expanded to include the skies above Hyrule.
Yeah, but that could be 2022 December.
Yeah.
Aiming for a
As I said, it's got a fucking 12-month span of when the fuck is this going out.
How was that? That's all for this Nintendo Direct. We are diligently continuing development on a number of other games we didn't show today. I hope you'll continue looking forward to.
Oh yeah, they didn't show Pokemon.
Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, they didn't.
Thank you for watching.
Quite disappointed, but I got Metroid, so whatever. And it's coming out, what's it, in like 2 months? Yeah, 2
What,
months.
Pokemon or Metroid?
Metroid. Metroid I can be hype about, because it do be, the 2D scrollers were really fun. So I can look forward to it.
Hi everyone, I'm Doug Bowser
Yeah,
from
they should
Nintendo
fun that.
America, and I'm here with Nate Bildorf, who leads our Treehouse team.
Nate Bildorf.
As you know, at Nintendo, we're all about creating experiences that deliver surprises and smiles.
Surprise, motherfucker!
So let's mute that shit. Well, there you go. All you got. I told you, didn't I? There's gonna be Breath of the Wild 2. I was taking the piss, but actually I'm a genius. And you're welcome.
I mean, the last time they had a fucking direct, they were like, oh yeah, by the way, we're making Breath of the Wild 2, but we can't show you anything. And it pissed off the entire community. So, yeah. It makes sense to shoot something, but I would have honestly loved if they just didn't, and it would piss off the entire community for the second time. It's so good.
They should have just done what Capcom did and was just like, there's DLC coming for RE8, and that's it.
It's just like, by the way, we're making Breath of the Wild 2. Now fuck off. We got nothing to show. Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much for your resub. I appreciate it. Thank you, Bella. Sam just sent me a screenshot from the Twitch chat where the E3 like actual channel just typed Bowser in all caps. And it was, when was that? Like 2 minutes ago.
Hug.
There you go for, what's the fucking game called? But I mean, E3 for us is done until like, well, we've got like what? They've got like fucking 6 hours now of this. What about Bandai? Yeah, but that's like.
Gamco is like for us. Is that?
That's in like
midnight or something.
Yeah, that's in like 6 hours, Lisa.
Yeah,
or something.
Like around midnight for us.
Okay.
Actually, no, it's 25 past 11.
Well, yeah,
for Lisa and I.
More or less.
25 past 10 for you. The wrong time zone.
Alright, well, what we're gonna do then is I'll end stream here because I got nothing more to show. Whenever Sam's ready, me and him will do some Wildlands for a bit, and then we'll stream the rest of E3. Whenever Bandai Namco's on. So I don't know when Sam. I assume Sam's gonna be here in the next hour or so. So I'll go live then. If you want to watch us play some weird shooter game, you can. I'll see you then. If not, I'll see you in like 6 hours when we watch the rest of E3. I love you all. See you shortly or later.
People who
or
I won't be talking to. Maybe.
I'll see you later on tonight, mate.
In a bit, mate.
Love you all. Bye.
Bye.
Streaming again.
Alright.
Right, I'll see you in a bit then.
In a bit! Have a good stream! Have a good E3!
Fuck off, Xbox!
Digant. Are you sticking around for E3 or no? Well, you can if you want.
He's not happy.
He did, didn't he? Hi, Bast.
Hello.
Yeah, again, the Switch itself not powerful enough to run a PS4, Xbox, or PS5, upgraded version of it. But you'll be using the cloud now and playing back similar to what you see people do with Control.
Exactly, and that is a good step forward.
Right,
I think.
while this is going on, I can upload my
hardware, and I know that there's always going to be a lot of questions about, Switch Pro, blah blah blah. But like, let's be real. I can't get a PlayStation 5 right now because there's a massive silicone shortage globally. Right. So it's like kind of hard to say like, oh yeah, we're putting a new thing into production. Lord knows if it's even real or not. But that's not the point. The point is that like a lot of things have been set back. So there are going to be ways for you to kind of wiggle around. I like that they did that with Guardians of the Galaxy. But another little thing that I'm sure our media friends are going to chat about: WarioWare. What a great surprise! I just did not expect that at all. It was always a very niche game. Yeah, very niche game. But that coming in, and it's 2 players couch co-op, which is always a blast. I can definitely see like myself and my wife having a great time playing that.
Alex, you make a good point. What do our media friends over on the couch think of all these Nintendo announcements? Jackie, let me know.
Let me know.
We do have a lot on the
25 minutes until the thunder.
Yeah, so it's just like a chill time.
All of us were on the edge of our seats, just like clapping, hooting, and hollering. So why don't we just do a round robin? Damon, I'll start with you, and just tell me, what are your thoughts?
Great to see it. That was the real important thing that Nintendo had to show us. Had to give us an update on. Had to give us something, because it's been 2 years since we've heard anything about the game. Maybe not as long a look as I would have wanted, but it was enough. And the show had been so good up to that point. As we near the end, I almost think, even if they don't show Breath of the Wild 2, I don't think I'm going to be that mad because the conference was that strong.
Michael.
Breath of the Wild 2 looks sweet. You get that extra verticality going in the sky, and I think like Link's arm is going to be like an important. If I understand correctly, it's going to be sort of that new element that Breath of the Wild is going to bring to Zelda. And I know that like all the kinds of powers were so fun to play with because Breath of the Wild was almost like an immersive sim in many respects, and you could toy around with the world and do whatever you want. So this added element, I want to dig into that, but just visually, it looks like it's intimidating, it's dark, but it's also that whimsical vibe that you want out of Breath of the Wild, a sense of adventure, if you will. This is enough for me to be like, all right, I'll wait till 2022. They said they're aiming for 22. Who knows if they have to push it back, but like Golden Boy said, things have been rough, so if they do, it's all good. I just, Breath of the Wild too, like I can't believe that's real. Like, yeah.
Avi-chan, we were sitting next to each other. I know that you, sorry, my otaku right here, but you lit up in particular when that rock monster stood up, and you're like, the Gobi's on top of it.
Oh, exactly. Well, I mean, Jackie, I gotta be honest with you. I was trying to manifest some other news. I went to bed in high heels last night. I tried,
the fucking hexagon
in front of the Nintendo logo.
I know.
Seeing Link fly in the sky and look up at all the mountains, and as you said, seeing Big Rock Guy come up and all the little hobgoblins are on top of him. I forgot, bokoblins are on top of him. I'm like, oh my gosh, we're taking this to the next level. I'm so excited for Breath of the Wild 2. Take your time in making it. I will not be mad if it gets delayed. Like, take your time.
Yes. Dan, what about you? What were your thoughts?
Yeah, there was a split second there where you see Link flying through the air, and my first thought was, where are we dropping, boys? I thought they were doing a Legend of Zelda Battle Royale for a moment. Thankfully, that is not the case. Well, maybe down the line, who knows? But I'm just excited to see more of this rich universe, more of what they were able to establish with Breath of the Wild. And like we were talking about, not until 2022, some things are worth waiting for. This looks like it's going to be well worth the wait. And I'm wondering if, you hear all those rumors online about people talking about maybe a newer model of a Switch. What better way to launch a console like that than with an upgraded version of it?
Yeah, fucking glasses.
So it's the sequel of Breath of the Wild. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to experience it, especially with the reality element too, because that was one of the best parts about the original game is you can climb anything, you can then glide to anything, unless your arms give out because you didn't eat enough food, like I did, like I experienced firsthand. Like
hey Donna, how's it going?
No upper body strength.
So obviously a lot of hype.
The panel doesn't actually start for quite a while, like 20 minutes, something like that. So we're just going to be chilling until then. Just Just
maybe
FYI.
I manifested that.
Yeah, right?
In a Super Metroid shirt, had no idea that we're
You
going
got
to
scared
get a new
of
2D
you, I guess.
Metroid game today. Yeah, they mentioned
Yeah.
Metroid Prime 4, reassured us it's still in development. But then a
Or
complete
E3.
surprise to bring back Metroid Dread,
True.
a game that we were covering at IGN like the
Then again, who wouldn't?
mid-2000s. We thought was completely dead. I never
Very
expected
true,
to see it
man, very
again.
true.
But it's back. Really, it's bold of Nintendo to keep it in a 2D sort of, you know, to make another 2D Metroid game, and then to introduce this dread mechanic that you're being hunted by this robot Emmy, right? I was super surprised to see that, and I can't wait to play it. We don't have to wait very long. It's coming out in October.
Yeah, y'all, this is Justin. My producer told me we have our reactions apparently during the Nintendo Direct.
I'm sure they're understated.
I have no idea how this is going to look, so I'm going to see if we can roll the tape on that. And I mean, obviously, we're going to have Michael here reacting to Shin Megami Tensei 5.
Let me break down the game tape.
Okay,
here.
let's see what's happening.
This title screen right here, yo, Shin Megami Tensei 5. I was like, is there gonna be gameplay? Is there gonna be gameplay? Because you got an extended cinematic. I'm like, yo, okay, yeah, this is how the gameplay is. All sorts of stuff. But listen, Shin Megami Tensei 5. The same way Golden Boy got hyped about Halo Infinite is the same way I got hyped for Shin Megami Tensei 5. I didn't expect it, so y'all ever like just watch the press conference and be like, yo, I did, like, that's the game I've been looking for. I've been looking forward to Shin Megami Tensei 5 for so long. And I kind of put it off because Atlas is a little, they were a bit kind of cryptic about what the status of the game, where it's at. And I was like, oh, maybe that's a 2022 thing. I'll wait for them to call us shots. But I didn't expect it to come through. And they showed a lot. It was on Treehouse too. Okay, yeah. Cool boy. All right.
Take a breath.
You know.
You're okay. Yeah,
You know.
It's gonna be okay.
Y'all know I'm a Persona stan, so if you have any love for Persona, give Shin Megami Tensei a shot.
What's missing? What's missing?
So here's the thing. If y'all don't know about SMT doesn't have the social sim element to it. It's dark though. It's got demons. They're not Personas. They're demons. And yo, the protagonist. Oh my God, the protagonist looks so sick. Of course, they pull up in their like uniform, and then how SMT usually goes. The Tokyo becomes.
Do we even want to know?
State, and then boom, you make a deal with the devil, and you look sick. Yo, the laser sword arm. Yo, the long flowing blue hair. You almost look like a Fire Emblem character. And you got like a Tron sword over here. Oh my God! And you see all the demons that you love and the personas you love from the games. Y'all should check it out. I know we're not getting a new Persona anytime soon, but SMT 5 is here. Yo, oh my God, SMT. And it's coming this year. Yo,
you gotta breathe. You gotta breathe, Michael.
Greg.
Yeah, I know. We're very excited.
Greg, it's coming this year.
I know.
November 12th.
I can't wait, champ. I can't wait.
November 12th. This is the thing I've been waiting for. Oh my God. Yes, SMT 5. You know the vibes.
We get the vibes for sure. See,
I need a fucking coffee.
You're
back.
If I had any.
Good idea.
4 years. 4 years. You know what though, Fatal Frame?
Well done, chat.
You
Just
both
you
of
and me
you
now.
were going nuts about that, so.
Yeah, I brought my cell phone today, so
How do you
in a
feel
way,
about
I
that one?
manifested Fatal Frame, a game where you take photographs. So yeah, I'm just excited to see this game. It's coming to multiple platforms as well, but it's going to be, I think, you really get that feeling of like you are the photographer when you're playing on the Switch, because if you're playing in handheld mode, it's going to
Yeah, I
feel
agree with that.
really immersive in a way it might not otherwise if you're just playing on your couch. So I'm excited to see what they can do there. It's going to be nice to revisit it for people that haven't played it. Nice survival horror out there. So you know, a little bit about the darker side of Pokemon Snap.
Yeah, and they said it's not only coming to Switch, it's coming to almost all of the current gen consoles, which is also really cool for people who didn't get to play it when it was only on the Wii U in 2014. And I think it's like a cool introductory because I have a friend, Captain Flowers, hates Wii type of games, and he's like, oh no, this is my game. It's horror, it's scary, and I get to take pictures of ghosts. And I'm like, okay, bud, pop off.
This game looks absolutely horrifying. I haven't played Fatal Frame, but okay, I'm bored for it. But honestly, some of the other things that I was excited about, Danganronpa, Decadence, Doom Eternal, DBZ Kakarot, these were games that I was forced to play on my PC, and I was just like, man, I wish I could just like grab my Switch and just hop in my bed and play this and relax. So I don't know, were there any titles that you were like, oh, I'm so happy this is on Switch now?
Yeah, Danganronpa is that.
For sure.
So shouts out to my homegirl Callie Plaguey. She's been wanting people to play. And she's a big Danganronpa stan. And I played the first one. I haven't gotten to 2 or V3, but now it's on Switch. I think that's a perfect fit for Switch too, because that's another game where you don't necessarily want to sit down and like solve a murder mystery or go through all of Hope's Peak Academy and figure out who murdered who. But you can do that on Switch now, and I think those games are really special, man. Like the plot twists, even though I only played one, the plot twists are wild. There's no other. I don't think there's any other kind of murder mystery game quite like it. And Monokuma, oh my God, I hate Monokuma so much. And y'all should find out why you should hate Monokuma as well.
Monokuma is like adorable and the scariest villain I've ever met. Also, I've cosplayed as Junko Inoshima a few times. I'm a big fan of the collection. Damon, I'm gonna put you in the hot seat here.
Here we go.
You got to be a Tekken fan, so I'm sure you got pretty excited
I have
today.
to be.
I mean, you like retro games. I thought I mean, I maybe I was being a little presumptuous there.
Tekken 3 on the PlayStation was the last Tekken game I played. But I mean, that was a cool announcement for Smash Brothers.
Yeah,
Smash Brothers cross Tekken.
Anyone else hyped about that?
I'm hyped about having Kazuya from Tekken. Like because everyone has those lists of characters that they kind of expect to come to Smash because like, oh, that's easy money. I didn't expect a Tekken character, so Kazuya Mishima from Tekken, that's pretty.
Is it good luck trying to teach these shits anything?
You know what? I get it. We've been asking for too long, but this is a good fit because the thing about when they bring over characters for Smash is that they always incorporate elements from their game. And the same thing with bringing Ryu to Smash, where he plays like a fighting game character. It's the same thing. Like a lot of these animations and movesets remind me of how Kazuya plays in Tekken. So that's dope. That's really cool to see.
All right, Dan, I see you nodding your head over there.
Yeah, I love Tekken. I'm
There you
excited
go.
to see
More or less what you wanted from Nintendo. But are there anything from Bandai you wanna witness happen?
My little marshmallow boy dirty like that. And for everyone out there being like, we floated back up. Yeah, I know we floated back up. I know how to play Kirby. That's why.
Would you think me hoping for any fucking
Leave me
game?
alone. Oh, you're talking about the memes. Oh, the memes are good.
Another Zoom call?
There have been some great memes.
Those
out
fan
there.
artists are fast. I saw someone already, they did an illustration of what Kirby would look like if he were to inhale Kazuya, and it looks pretty great.
Oh, I think the best one I've seen is the Breath of the Wild 2, Link going right into Lady D. Didn't you share that with me?
Wow.
That was Greg. Who shared that? Was it Greg? Okay, I assumed it was Avi. I'm so sorry.
It's like, where are we dropping?
Yeah, I was like, who would have shared that with me? Okay, it was Greg. My bad. But let's just go down the line really quickly, and I just would like everyone to just break down what was your favorite part about the Nintendo Direct.
Metroid Dread for me. That was a really nice surprise. We don't have to wait very long. It's coming later on this year. It's just so cool to get another mainline entry in the Metroid series. Metroid 5, basically, actually continuing Samus's story and apparently concluding it.
Emmy. Horrifying.
Yeah.
Horrifying. Why was she scaring me so much?
It's because it's like this contrast of like you expect it to be this like gnarly alien planet, but it is this really crisp, clean, technological horror where it's this unrelenting robot that is apparently used to be something to extract your DNA to hunt you down. So it is. I was reading the lore in between this, so that's apparently what it used to do. So now it's just like this tyrant-esque monster that just follows you around relentlessly, and yeah, it's super spooky. I love the sound design, that like gentle beeping.
That's in October.
It's
Damn.
just really creepy.
Absolutely. Obvi.
It was beta by the fucking
Hey, Shin Megami Tensei 5.
American
You're cut off.
Go through the origins. The origins of Persona is in SMT. Y'all should
calendar. I thought it was like
respect y'all time.
10th of August.
You did have a...
But no, it was the 8th of November.
I'll be fast so Dan can get his in. Breath of the Wild 2, super excited for.
The
WarioWare, I
Juve
live in the chaos. That's why
feels
Steve
Batman.
picked me up. So all those mini games look good. And then of course, Calamity
Was
expansion.
it 2 months? It's 4 months of waiting.
I'm going to do
Months
what Greg
even.
so eloquently teed up. Advance Wars 1 and 2 reboot camp for some strategy RPG gaming that really reminds me of my own mortality.
All right, I'm going to pick Breath of the Wild 2 and Metroid as well. I don't know. I can't wait to meet Emmy. But hopefully she doesn't suck my DNA out. But anyway, more here from E3 2021, including Bandai Namco, presents House of Ashes. That and a whole lot more as E3 rolls on.
I am rather in love with the Nintendo Switch. It's a good throwback for me as someone who, took her Game Boy everywhere she went. Now I can and here it is, right? Now I can just take my Switch everywhere I go. I can play it wherever I am. It's such an easy thing to just pick up and put down, you know, like you're not as committed as when I'm sitting down to play something on a PC or a console, like there's a bigger time investment. With the Switch, I just start it up. Like, how many Pokemon have I photographed whilst being on the toilet? I can't even tell you.
18 more minutes. This bullshit. We actually get something. Hype.
Pog!
As a part of Play For All, GameSpot will be bringing you the latest gaming news and announcements, interviews with developers, the biggest press conferences, and lots more. Play For All is our yearly online event that combines the excitement and announcements of E3 with charity live streams the following week with lots of special guests who are going to help us raise money for able gamers. So join us in June for E3 and Play For All on GameSpot.com, YouTube.com/GameSpot, Twitch.tv/GameSpot, and as a part of E3's official broadcast. See you then.
篝火营地是中国领先的游戏媒体，创立于2018年，致力于为全世界的中文游戏玩家提供专业、精准、迅速的资讯情报。篝火营地立足于中国，与多家国际一流游戏媒体同行达成正式内容合作关系，源源不断地将最新鲜的游戏资讯第一时间带给全球中文游戏玩家。自成立以来，篝火营地在全网的内容浏览量已经超过5亿，服务了数百万的读者和玩家。我们的愿景是做游戏文化传播者。您可以在全球各大手机应用市场下载篝火营地 APP， 或者访问3w.gamebonfire.com 来加入游戏传播者行列。
But why would they put this fucking commercial on E3 of all places? Because they have the money to do it, so they want to show off some shit? I guess, maybe, no, yes. Maybe. Really? Probably, but they put a Chinese commercial there, but the Chinese are not allowed to watch E3, which is what confuses me.
Listen to all your favorite shows on the iHeartRadio app.
You know, it's on Twitch and YouTube. No, I don't think it's on Bilibili. And they can't censor everything. Yeah, but expanding to the international market in a Chinese-only app, I don't know. Which is again, like, they can do it. It's like the few Chinese people outside of China, but there's not exactly a lot of those who need like that app. But again, if they have the money to do it, just not give a shit, I guess.
IGN Summer of Gaming is now
so weird, but
from major press conferences and announcements at E3 2021 to the IGN Expo with exclusive gameplay and reveals to exciting first looks at the hottest new games and in-depth developer interviews.
Hello,
IGN
beautiful
Summer
people.
of Gaming has it all. IGN Summer of Gaming begins right now.
Wait, was this? Oh, that was just like their E3 thing, you know?
Yeah. More commissions.
Bella, Lisa, you're beautiful. Alright. He's all beautiful. Even Bast's beautiful. The only thing I saw when I came back was just Pog.
You're a fucking pug. That is this event.
I don't know about
I don't fucking know about anything anymore.
Poor Bast.
Oh, hey, is that E3? Ah, is that me? I'm on E3? Oh, it's the camera. Oh. Ow. I'm on E3. Oh my god, what should I do? What should I do? Oh wait, I need to be brand safe. Ninja!
What the fuck is this?
He's on E3, I think. He's on
I don't even know what to know.
It's the popular VTuber, innit?
Ninja, okay. Discord.
I wish it fucking was. I've no clue who the fuck this is.
Calling Ninja. Oh my god! Oh my god! It's you! Holy! Wait! Dude, I can't believe you're here!
Why have they?
Did you just bleep yourself?
Yes!
Why have they've blurred a feels Peepo happy or whatever that is?
Convention.
Probably.
I am so excited.
So just so I know,
Is that the fucking Twitch VTuber thing?
Yeah, I'm really excited.
If it is, then thank God I'm on the fucking Japanese ones. That is disgusting.
Can I fly by some jokes on you?
let me see it. Let's go.
Okay,
I'm ready.
okay.
Who's the
This is a
dude
really
though?
good joke, okay?
Okay, I'm ready.
Knock, knock.
I don't know, but like, even if that's the model on Twitch, that is disgusting compared to like the actual ones. But each their own.
Why you gotta go there?
These nuts?
But isn't she like the one that's like questionably?
It's a classic Bees Nuts joke, right? The classic Bees Nuts joke.
What you
You
call
gotta
it?
hit me with the Sugma.
Yeah.
Without being
the
banned on
Ligma,
Twitch.
Okay.
This is a good question.
The Sugma, the Ligma, and then what's the other one? Candace.
Uh-huh.
That's a classic. That's a classic Candace. That's a good one.
Yeah, I think I just keep my mouth shut.
That was probably bad. Okay, never mind. Ninja, I have so many questions for you.
See, that's some
Well, first, I'm on E3, and as you can tell, I keep
debatable
myself out. I need to learn
choices
how to be
outside of Twitch, but it's apparently
safe.
pretty
Some of your stuff.
Okay.
wholesome on Twitch.
That
Not outside of it.
parent might hear that's like, shut it.
I think I'll say.
Are you watching?
Okay, wait, how about this? Your parents are virgins.
What time does the battle start?
Because I think that they would laugh at it, and the parents obviously are
5
intelligent
minutes.
enough to not
5?
respond to sitting in
Yeah.
Alright.
That's actually okay.
That's good,
Okay.
right? Yeah,
That's some Nico level comedy.
Yeah, exactly. And also, what do kids like these days? Minecraft, Dream. They love Dream.
Oh my god, they're obsessed with Dream.
Yeah.
All those guys.
No, but who the fuck is the guy?
Freaking Tommy in it. I mean,
What, the guy that she's calling?
they could fart
Yeah.
into a microphone
Ninja.
and go viral.
The like.
Oh, is that the fucking Fortnite guy?
Yeah.
Farting.
Uh-oh. Is he that old?
I don't know. I guess.
Yes, he is.
That's funny.
Oh,
That's
no.
funny.
That was a web.
I am very uncultured on Twitch, apparently.
Yikes.
Yikes, let's not talk about that. Let's not Yeah.
I get 5 minutes. Alright, I'm gonna go clean up some food quick.
Yeah, I mean, nothing's happening, don't worry.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, to be fair, it's still better than like every fucking panel we've had, but yeah.
Yeah,
Nico,
that's
you're
fair.
awesome. If you actually do want a game, just I don't know. I'll follow you on Twitter if I don't already, and then just DM me or anything, and we can set something up. Okay?
That'd be so cool.
Bye.
Thank you. Oh, streaming time. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Signing off. Goodbye. Should I do that again? Was that too much?
Okay. So you signed up willingly to work with Code Me.
To be fair, when I signed with G4, I did not know that she would be employed. But yes, that is my coworker. You thought Avali was the weirdest one. No, it's her. It's her. G4 is going to be great, folks.
I just can't wait to see your interaction with Cody.
Honestly, I don't know if I'm ready for that, personally.
I can't wait to watch that.
I like how they're like,
when
what
that
the
goes
fuck
down.
as well.
I'll tell you what
They're
I
just
can't wait to do.
Tell us, Greg.
Get to my PC and go to Steam. If you go to Steam right now, you'll find on the very front page an E3 link. There it is. You click on it, and guess what? You get to see each and every game we've talked about, showcase, had anything to do with during our 4 days here. Of course, you can wish list, you can pre-order, you can have a good time. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. There it is. Go get To the Rescue right there. Click on that. That's the one. They need you. Fallen Aces. Click on that one. Go for Cat Cafe Manager. Everything from Freedom Games.
Yeah,
Go do it.
yeah. Everything for free. We keep putting them over, and for no reason, because they're great. So yeah, get all those games. Wish list them all.
And hey, while you're spending money, have you ordered your E3 merch yet? If not, check out e3expo.com/shop and get your order today.
Mario Golf X Ace Attorney wear.
I know, it's very, very nice. I like it. Now the big question is, what would you guys like to see here from Bandai Namco presents House of Ashes?
I am not familiar with this, but I have been told that it is scary. And I don't do well with scary.
Yeah.
You know, you asked about Code Miko. It's scary. I don't know if I can handle that.
That's a different kind of scary.
Yeah,
That is a much different.
So I'm looking forward to, you know, a different kind of tone of presentation.
Would you like me to hold your hand during this presentation?
Sure, Puppy. I'm okay with that. You know, that's great.
Yeah, if you're not familiar, everybody, of course, this is going to be Bandai Namco. I still want to say Namco Bandai. It's when they changed the name, it was years ago, and it still screws me up to this day. Of course, they're working with Supermassive Games on the Dark Picture Anthology, a bunch of different horror games that are coming out.
Luigi, you son of a
This is the third
bitch.
one in the anthology already, but if you didn't know them before, of course, Supermassive
I mean,
Games Until Dawn,
yeah.
like how PlayStation did, that then led to this deal. Of course,
But
they've done Man of
you know
Medan
what,
already.
Lisa?
Now they did
I am a dedicated mang,
So yeah,
and I'm providing you. It's like you don't have to look at this. You can just look at this and watch suffering rather than this.
Scary. Like I really cannot
You know?
emphasize that enough. But for me, it has to be more than scary, and it has to be
I
more
got
than
you.
these terrifying aliens. For some reason, the story really hits with me, and you can also tell that they've invested so much time into this project, and I'm really hoping we get more of an
Oh,
in-depth
what was that? What was that song you mentioned the other day? Because I YouTube searched it and I just listened to it non-stop. What was it called?
You know what? Hey, I'm here for it.
It was in Scott's stream and you were like, he was playing Yakuza and you said something starts playing. And I was like, I should listen to it. And then I YouTube searched it, but I don't remember what you said.
Oh no, I'm excited to watch it. I'm going to be very scared. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to go over to the media area, and I'm going to, you know, I'm going to be horrified.
It was from Ace Attorney.
It's time though for our next
If
presenter.
any of
And
this
here,
helps.
with their 2020
Yeah.
presentation is Bandai Namco Presents.
And Scott played it on stream. There's a lot. Oh, Pursuit. Yeah, that's it. I just YouTube searched Pursuit, and I just played one, and I was just cat jamming. That's good shit. Hell yeah.
An ancient horror has awoken from its slumber and is hungry for blood. Shall we see how many have fallen into shadow?
Oh, sorry, I should turn this off.
Of the war zone have uncovered what appears to be an underground storage facility. But I strongly suspect where chemical weapons are hidden, so we need to move fast.
Alright, well, I miss.
Not much. The intro to it is just starting.
Alright.
Or extremely foolish. Brothers in arms, or will it be a case of each man for himself? You teeter on the edge of an abyss. Your survival depends on the choices you make. They will be as a compass, guiding you through the unknown. What nightmare have these luckless souls fallen into?
Keep lookout.
Look out for what?
One by one, their lights will be snuffed out. Unless you can find the means to save them. Trapped beneath the earth, swallowed by the void.
Horror game?
Yeah. Yeah, this is the Dark Anthology thing. House of Ashes.
Oh yeah, that one game they're gonna showcase.
What the fuck?
Really in it.
We're here at Supermassive to talk about the next game in the Dark Pictures anthology, House of Ashes. I'm joined by exec producer Dan. How you doing?
Hello.
What's up, Dan?
Right, so let's start at the very start. We're going to be talking about House of Ashes for most of the interview, but for those that don't know, tell us about the Dark Pictures anthology.
The Dark Pictures is a series of narrative, story-driven, branching horror stories. Each one is standalone. They each tell a different story, completely separate from the others, but within the same universe, so there is connection between them. House of Ashes is set at the end of the Iraq War in 2003, with links 4,000 years ago that set the story up.
So tell us more about the theme and themes, I suppose, within House of Ashes.
It starts off with a military unit. They've got some new technology that can look for weapons of mass destruction underground. They think they've identified something in the Zagros Mountains in Iraq, and then as part of that they come into conflict with an Iraqi unit. There's a pitched firefight, and then the two groups are plunged underground. There's an earthquake of some sort, and it's revealed that there's a hidden temple underground, these big massive structures, but these different groups, they're all separated, radio contact is lost, and they're submerged in this black darkness.
They're on God's green earth that we run.
And then they're going to start hearing things and seeing things, and people are going to start disappearing.
Just happened.
So this time it's a very real threat.
All of the Dark Pictures games, they all pull something from real life or from history, from fact. What's the case with the myth or historical part of House of Ashes?
So we love looking at and reading myths and legends and stories and doing our research, and we know our fans love it as well because there's something that they can link into afterwards, and I love doing that when I'm playing games or watching movies myself. So this one's set 4,000 years ago, the Akkadian Empire, and this terrible evil that happened. We have this self-proclaimed god king, Naram Sin, and he essentially cursed his people. He sacked this temple, brought famine and devastation to his own people. And so a lot of the history is lost, but we've done a lot of research about it, and then we had a lot of happy accidents that linked into the story we wanted to tell. And the fun thing for us is we get to do our own take on it. We get to twist it, and obviously we've made our own truth from it.
At the end of the sneak peek, the trailer, we saw monsters. Tell us a bit more about what's going on there.
The military unit that you're playing as, they don't really know what they're coming up against. They're not human, they're bigger, they're larger, they're faster. The team aren't going to know if there's one or two of them, or hundreds or thousands of them, and that's kind of the threat with this. You know, they've got guns, maybe they could try and take one of them down, but maybe there's another one around the corner, or maybe there's a group of them, and maybe they're going to get ambushed.
Maybe they're like a cluster.
Exactly,
and
yeah, a nest, as it were. And it's been really fun to work on and see these things move around and how horrific they can be. They're different to us, they perceive the world in a different way. Getting little snippets of it in the darkness, and was that, did I see that? Was it something that moved? Or is it actually just one of the other soldiers that's stuck in the catacomb?
Who's there?
We like to try and misdirect people on things, you know, that did you see something, did you not? And that's a great thing with horror, that you think you're going to be scared right now, and we're not going to scare you now, we'll scare you in a minute when you're not expecting it.
It's always coming.
Yeah, always.
So should we expect a huge amount of peril in the game?
Definitely. We love to do it. You know, it's fun for us to work on. It's horrific as it is, and we know that our fans love it as well. So yeah, there's at least 60 unique deaths, and there's a whole ton of variation on that as well. So Merwin and some of the others, you're going to see different things happening to them depending on how you play it out. You know, getting ripped and shredded and torn, and because there's a firefight, there's going to be bullets flying as well, and all kinds of stuff. And it's not just the deaths; it's the gore that goes along with it, and you know, lots of blood.
Wicked. That sounds absolutely terrifying. I'm in.
No, not gonna lie, man. It's pretty bad.
What differences have you made, or changes have you made to the gameplay and mechanics of House of Ashes?
We're always evolving the dark pictures. We listen to a lot of the feedback from our fans, and also our team, what they want to do, how they want to push things forward. So we tried some stuff in Little Hope with you know, more camera control, 360 cameras at certain parts, and we really leaned on that again, and it really works well in House of Ashes. Lots of the game is set underground, and so these sort of corridors which are really tight and oppressive. Yeah, indeed. So we've had to learn, because you take away the fixed cameras, and that takes away some opportunities for horror, but we've had to learn new tricks to scare people and, you know, ramp up the tension and you know, the chance for jump scares, which you know some people love. We've also got a new torch mechanic, so you know, it's military themed, so these guys are going to be walking around with weapons, with torches mounted on them. We love the lighting that we do, the sort of really inky black darkness that we have, and sort of the contrast to the bright areas. And so you're going to need to lean on that torch to allow you to see where you're going, what the threat is, and that kind of stuff.
Bandai Namco is just this link, mate. And then we've got whatever is after this, and then that's it, I believe.
You know, QTE warning icons.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah.
We've got some really good positive feedback about
E3
that.
didn't give a shit about the interview.
We want to allow you to play the game in your way.
Well, the
so with
chat,
our
I mean.
accessibility settings and difficulty settings, if you want to have a more casual experience, you can change those settings. Still, most of your characters are going to end up dead, but you know, that's
spoilers. Yeah,
indeed.
but that's what we come here for. That's okay. We can deal with it. So I've got to ask, what was it like working with Ashley?
So Ashley was fantastic. She researched Rachel. She understood her when she came on the set.
I mean, the entire fucking chat of this thing has been Resident Sleeper and the likes for the past entire E3. I think at the moment it's mostly just spamming because they have been for 3 days. Because, I mean, yeah, it's kind of boring, I guess, but at the same time, it's better than
you don't like everyone in real life.
Everything that's not been game review or fucking game revealed for the past 3 days.
At least they're not there in person. They can just mute the tab and minimize it, or just close it, you know, at the very least.
Yep.
It's a lot of replayability there.
Indeed,
it's on forever. I like that. So,
Games Park. At least they're fucking talking about a game and not about whatever the fuck that Zoom was about.
And Jason Kolchak, one of our
Gamer.
There's a way that can play out,
no.
a sort of contest between them, and you can make it go in a number of different ways.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
It's really emotional. Seeing them film it, I was lucky enough to be there, and then seeing that come through in game, I think we've got something there. I think that's gold.
A3.
The jump scares. I love
A3.
The mix of tension that we bring. We can't hold you in that moment. So
I'm just playing Grim Clicker, so I mean.
To allow you to relax for a moment before we scare you again.
To take your mind off the imminent threat. I like that. Dan, thank you so much. This has been really cool to talk about, and I'm sure, you know, I'm excited and terrified in equal part, and everyone else is just excited, I'm sure.
And it's been a real pleasure to speak to you, and I can't wait to get it into people's hands.
Blimey.
That might be it.
Really? What's the time like? Sorry, not time. Like, what's the thing between this panel and the next?
Don't know. I'm not sure they're gonna do anything else.
I thought there was one more, like a yuzu, whatever the fuck.
Before we dive in to House of Ashes, see how scared you got. Of course, we want to thank Razer for being one of the E3 2021 sponsors. Of course, giving us these tired old blades nobody cares about. But this Blade 14, RTX 3080 built right in. Of course, the Razer.
I'm taking that.
Thank you so much. No, I'm taking that.
Okay, we'll fight.
Okay, well,
we've done it before.
You know what? I'll take the hand-me-down. I'll be a
So,
little brother. I'll take the outdated. Nobody wants
the
these
next
anymore,
one?
right? Doesn't worry.
Eureka Studio.
You just saw it, the Dark Pictures Anthology.
Yeah.
Who are they? Sam, Google it. I'm doing something.
Some reactions from you.
Sorry, I'll do it.
They were reporting you. They said you were a little scared, not terrified.
Not terrified, thankfully.
So,
because, you know,
in an hour, apparently.
Normal trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's my face.
You're unsettled for sure.
Yeah, no, you don't like that. Yeah, don't like that. Not a fan of that one either. Nope. Nope. Yeah, I think that was one of the jump scares in the trailer.
Okay, so Eureka.
Got the willies there at the end.
Yeah, that was it.
On Steam, they're doing Mohism. That's one of their upcoming titles.
And I said,
Neon
it really
Abyss.
takes a very twisted mind.
Some like
They're
cyberpunky fighter games.
But it is impressive.
They're like a Japanese indie
You
game
heard there in the
studio.
interview,
Kinda.
Dan saying like, oh yeah, I love the jump scares.
Yes, get work. Hamanta, Stop the Ray, Sabirash.
That was something he wanted to make sure, because of course this is a choose your own
Super
adventure.
Prison
You've never
Escape,
played
yeah.
a dark picture
Yeah, that
anthology,
was
right?
it for the
You're
Bandai
moving characters
Namco
in
one.
third person,
And
you
there's
jump
one
around,
more
it's like you're watching a movie.
gamer
You make choices,
studio
those
after
choices
this, and
lead
then
to
that's it.
different permutations, different setups,
Then
different
the
setting,
suffering
which leads to
is
different
over.
deaths or no deaths if you're really, really good. But that's the idea, right? Is that you're playing in your own horror movie is developing.
Smile
and it gives
W.
you reason to replay it.
Yeah. Also, a pleasant surprise for me was that Ashley Tisdale is in it. I didn't know that going into it, which I was like, wow, this is definitely an upgrade from High School Musical. You know, like this is definitely
We're all in this together.
But yeah, and I think also because we had the VO panel yesterday, which was great.
Yeah.
And it just goes to show, right? Like the impact that video games are having. Hollywood stars coming in, lending their voice, lending their face, their acting, their skills to this.
Done it.
Really bringing these characters to life is just going to add even more layers to this horror.
But that's a huge thing. If you've never played before, performance capture is a huge deal for Supermassive. They go through, they use the facial animation. They want you to feel like you're watching a movie. So we will see soon enough how the Dark Pictures anthology pans out this time around with House of Ashes. But for now, let's toss it over to the one.
For
the
now!
only Jackie Chan.
Brothers in arms, or each
Oh,
man
holy
for
shit.
himself. Survival depends
Orcs Must
on
Die 2 is
choice.
on sale for like
Will you find the path to
£2.30,
save
by the way.
everyone, or be lost in the darkness?
Good deal.
I'm sorry, I am just a little excited about this title. Dan, I saw you taking lots of notes. You were taking notes about the mechanics, actually, but I know you're really thrilled with the story as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I am here for this. So.
Well, I'm a big old history nerd, so I was super stoked to hear more about the setting. It's really tying in a lot of ancient lore about the Akkadian Empire. You have Naram Sin, this guy who declared himself like the god king of the Akkadian Empire.
Apparently you can try it for
Desecrated
free
his
as well.
temple, and now it's coming back to haunt us in modern day. It's also interesting to use the Iraq War as a setting. It is definitely a fraught time period and event during which to set a game. Also, I think a rich sort of backdrop for horror into this setting because you're tapping into sort of Mesopotamian mythology of Pazuzu, this king of wind demons who's tormenting all of these soldiers. And I'm really excited to see what they can do. I told you, I was taking notes, did some research. I'm excited. I'm excited. I can't wait to experience all 60 death animations.
I know the 60 unique deaths. Oh, Avi Chan's face right now is just killing me. Avi, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking that if I'm ever trapped in like a dark cave, I'm probably gonna stick next to Dan because he understands what we should be doing. King
What
of
is?
what now?
Sorry,
Looking up
let me
all
just
this history.
unhide myself.
The king of wind demons. No big
Look at
deal.
this poll.
Come on, everybody.
What are you looking forward to most in the House of Ashes? Is it the Dark Pictures anthology, which is what it's a part of?
Okay, Avi,
What?
you were obviously a big fan of the.
Don't question it. Just don't question it.
Exactly. I was like, okay. But Avi, we've been talking about Resident Evil Village like at length. We both like horror survival. But also like when someone's playing with us, and I thought that it's great that it's co-op, so we can be scared together while we play.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be sitting behind Dan and watching him play because that's exactly what I did with Until Dawn. Because I'm like, cool, I can't hold a controller and try to guide these teenagers to safety. I'm going to step on a branch and individually kill them all. But Dan was going into like the history of all of it, and I'm going to say, oh, 2003, that's a little too close. And I didn't pass all my history classes, but I hope that Pazuzu doesn't pop up anywhere in a textbook. But something that was really interesting for me when we were going through the trailers and going through that little dev talk is that they showed us Pazuzu. They showed us the monster.
Do you know the best bit about this? Is that after this I have to download the VOD and I have to put the first and the second together into a video and publish it in Sony Vegas. All for this shit.
Thinking that they're going in going like, I did my research, I know everything.
I know how to deal with a Pazuzu, this is easy.
I know. So you two would fall into the depths together, and then I would somehow be stuck with Michael, and he'd be like talking about JRPGs, and I'd be like, oh my goodness, we're in a world of her right now.
If I make a deal with the devil, I can turn into a very attractive protagonist, and then I could probably possess Pazuzu if I do negotiations like you can in SMT5. No, anyway, like one thing I want to say about
What are we
this
talking about?
Nothing interesting.
I feel like they're very
Indeed.
angles and what you see when you're playing
fucking
the choices.
yeah.
I'm sure there's like transition phases where you actually make the choices and all other stuff. It's just something new from them.
Are you tired,
so I
mate?
just want to see how that plays out, especially when I'm with
We bet.
other people trying to get very scalable.
And Damon, I know you're all about retro games, but I also know
You
you
can go to
love
bed
a
if you
good
don't want to
story.
watch this,
I know
man.
for me, I felt like this had a
That's
lot
fine.
of heart. There was dialogue that we saw, and it really hit me to
Okay.
the core.
Yeah, and they showed some of the actors doing the motion capture. I love horror movies. I love horror games. I'm a kind of a gore hound. I love blood and guts, and I love kill gags. So I'm looking forward to see all the inventive and clever ways that Pazuzu's going to kill our soldier friends.
Oh boy. I just like saying Pazuzu, even though it's absolutely horrifying. Anyways, Goms, I can't talk. Games have changed and evolved so much.
Goms have changed.
Gommers.
You heard it fucking here first.
Favorite games.
Gommers.
Gamer, IGN,
That's
Polygon,
us.
Hey! All led the way in gaming coverage, and for the first time ever, we've assembled the editors-in-chief of all those organizations.
Oh, I forgot I installed a new add-on yesterday.
Alright, what's that?
Hello, welcome back to E3 2021. My name is Chris String. I run GamesIndustry.biz, which is one of the world's biggest video games business websites. And joining me today to talk about E3 and the future of games in general are some of the biggest names in the video games media, from IGN, GameSpot, Polygon, and PC Gamer. But rather than me do the introductions, I'd like to pass over to the panel. Hello, everybody. Who are you? What do you do? How did you get here?
Sure, I'm Christopher Thomas Plant. That's my full birth name. It sounds like Christmas Plant if you say it really fast. I'm the editor-in-chief of
I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
Thanks, this is Adam Lottie over at PC
Your
Gamer.
name has
I'm
been
the editor-in-chief.
fucking scandalized.
We're having
It's been
another.
trembled up.
We're having another Zoom call.
Christmas Twitter name, but I do have a really
I mean,
cool
what the fuck else are you
Twitter
supposed to do
name,
at a
that
gaming
someone
convention?
gave to me, which is Tina Aminityville.
Games? Nah,
Hi, my
fam.
name is Randolph Ramsey. I'm the editorial director from GameSpot. I go by Randy in this country because while it's okay to be called Randy in America, if you say that anywhere else in the world, you will be met with sniggers. You can't say, hi, I'm Randy, to anyone else out there.
Yeah, it's definitely true for us in the UK. So asking for all of
Thank
you,
you, Sam.
what does sort of
Summing up our experience.
sort of represent to you? I don't know if I'm picking somebody, but Randy, maybe.
It's difficult to separate.
It's a Zoom call.
As a professional working in the industry.
What is that drawing?
I've been.
Well, I'd like to see you do any better.
It's equal to me.
Right, go draw Resident Sleeper now. No, go on. Go draw Resident Sleeper. Are you crying? Why are you crying?
But I think, outside of the professional stuff, I think E3 for me, it allows me the chance to feel like just a regular old fan of video games. I still get hyped about stuff that gets revealed. And for those brief shining moments of those major press conferences or during like a key announcement, I can sort of forget that there's all this work that I need to do around this big event. And
You need to watch the fucking Take-Two panel from yesterday. You would love it.
You're typically sitting, if you're at a press conference, which I think probably for many of us, we maybe stopped attending them in like a physical capacity and maybe had like, we're in a war room of sorts with our team. But in general, just being able to sit next to your team and everyone's like reacting and then quickly scrambling to their keyboards again because they need to be typing up the news. That's obviously the primary element of it. But for me personally too, it's a bit of a reunion because we'll all see each other in person. But it is that opportunity to have that one space, that 1 week. We all agree we're going to take that time and be in one space together and be able to connect.
Yeah, I think E3 is the center of gravity too, right? I mean, in an environment, we saw what happened last year what happens when there's not an E3, right? Everyone kind of goes it alone, and there's definitely some pros to that, but I think from a coverage perspective, we like having, you guys probably all share the same attitude, we like having as much time as possible to do an interview, cover something, and not be rushed off to the next thing back to back to back. But there is kind of an efficiency for us, I think, and the viewer, the consumer, and having everything neatly collected under one roof for 3 or 4 days. The intensity and kind of spectacle that comes as a result of that, I think, can be genuinely fun and exciting. So, at least in North America, it looks like E3 will continue to be that center of gravity for the foreseeable future.
For better or worse, you get reminded very blatantly, like this is a human enterprise. There are some real people who are putting in some like long hours trying to make for the best possible event for all of us.
Well, this year is a digital event, and there are lots of questions about what E3 becomes in the future, what chatter about that. So what do you hope to see from it come sort of 2022 or beyond that? What are your hopes for the future of E3, or what would you like to see?
It has to become more
Not this.
and I think that is a thing that
Anything but fucking this again. I beg of you, whoever the fuck you are, do not do it.
You know, in the 90s, video games were for children or dorks. And mainstream publications covered it once a year, and all video game companies used to put all their money into one basket and pray that the New York Times wrote that story, right? Now it's the opposite. I mean, sure, newspapers are still catching up, but otherwise, video games are the center of culture for young people. I think The Guardian wrote about that. And because of that, E3's purpose no longer has to be, hey, let's get people excited for this one day, let's put all of our money into it. It has to be something different, which it seems to be more celebratory, right? Like that kind of has become a purpose. So I hope that whatever we see it become in the future is, like you said, Chris, more inclusive. That it is this thing that is bringing people in. That is this thing.
Right.
If you call this inclusive, holy shit, he needs a new brain.
People in chat and Bast, I guess. Do you want to play some online game like Draw My Thing or something while this shit is going on?
I think it is significant that when
I don't know. I mean, I'm playing my own thing at the moment.
Well, that's fine. You don't have to, but I just thought it was offering.
Yeah. I mean, you can play something else that this is going on for sure if you want to.
I selfishly hope that we all go back in person, but I think keeping some elements digital does help kind of connect to a broader community. And there can be various aspects of that. Obviously, the press conferences are something that are typically digitally available to begin with. But are there some of those panels that have been introduced, or some other versions of connectivity or versions of celebrations that is something that people can experience in person or at home too, to feel like they're a part of that entire celebration of the festivities, of the news breaking, and they can get a sense of that same excitement that they may be feeling home alone because for whatever reason they're not able to attend.
I'm kind of hopeful that the live aspect becomes a lot more like Comic-Con in the future, in which it's much more a celebration of games culture, and community while you're there live in person. I think the ESA, as everyone pointed out, has been sort of moving towards this hybrid thing where half of it is still behind closed doors meetings with retailers, and then they're trying to introduce more people into it, and they can play some games and look at some big booths. But I think Comic-Con does that thing where it does service the fan aspect of it really well by having that focus on the show floor of the culture, things you can buy, artists you can interact with, while still having that sort of hype vehicle and talking about the next big thing. So if anything, I
what are we talking about Comic-Con again?
Push that sort of community aspect more when you're there.
How far do you think they should go in that direction? Like, would you just like to see them take a full-on Gamescom approach where there are, potentially tens of thousands of people, having a full public day?
They told me I was too
dedicated
young.
That's really servicing the public.
They told me I needed more training.
The trade side of the business side.
Yeah, I think
I told them to drop dead.
Goes around the whole year and visits multiple cities.
Some people would hate you for that one.
Luckily, I'm on the ESA.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it crashed.
Pog. good star. They kind of fucked up their name. Shouldn't be E3, should be Zoom 3.
True.
Sponsored by Zoom. Fucking Zoomers.
Oops. Oh.
I think it's just
checking.
showing what, yeah.
Because if it's not a Zoom call, I don't mind.
But yeah.
So before I change it back on Discord, I'll see what it is.
Yeah. Bro, that's PS.
I love Pac-Man 99. It's so fun, and the thing is, I'm super competitive too. I'm just like, bet, you think you're gonna get top 20? Get out of here. Get out of my face. Get out of my face. Get punched on. It's my first session.
Welcome back, Zoom call.
The next session, it was top 20.
I missed you.
Session forward, it was top 10. I see what I want, and I go get it. I want my first place, and they're gonna give it to me. I don't care about the first place. It's fine, but that's like the mentality I have. And I'm actually super happy.
Thanks to our sponsors at DoorDash. Get more from your neighborhood, from restaurants and convenience to grocery and corner stores. All right, folks, well, we got some more great games coming our way, no question about it, but what is it that draws us into a game's story? Is it a whodunit, maybe becoming a heroic protagonist, perhaps? Or maybe it's just a story that makes us laugh, that keeps us coming back. When we
Okay,
return,
no more Zoom, but what the fuck's he talking
stories
about?
we love in our games.
We just saw this.
Yeah.
We watched this and he said, wait till you see this. And
now we're watching it again.
IGN Summer of Gaming has officially partnered with the ESA
Fuck yeah.
2021. IGN Summer of Gaming is now all summer long. From major press conferences and announcements at E3 2021 to the IGN Expo with exclusive gameplay and reveals to exciting first looks at the hottest new games and in-depth developer interviews, IGN Summer of Gaming has it all. IGN Summer of Gaming begins right now.
I like how they were like, alright, Square Enix, and that was up on Monday. And it's just like...
It's good, isn't it?
Square Enix showed mobile games, and that was it. Freaking 11 out of 10.
Why aren't they playing Silver Scrapes? That's what I want to know.
Good question. Middle East, but that place doesn't exist.
Those that surprise me, those that
Video games as a storytelling, telling to the more some god.
Game was just this really grand, epic story.
Didn't even
Makes
get
you
to
feel like
finish
you're part
it
of a
'cause I
universe
can't
that's
speak.
not Earth.
Ooh, I'm such a sucker for narrative-driven
Fuck.
stories.
I appreciate really good character development.
Stories that you can shape yourself.
You know, I always go back to the Telltale. Just having the option to have choices, to really feel like your choices matter. Like, what do you mean? I picked this and
Story
you
mode
died?
B.
You get
Jesus Christ, what a name.
What happened here and what this story is, and it's up to you, the player, to sort of like infer what you will and just take you down this rabbit hole.
I just got done playing Red Dead Redemption 2. I didn't want to stop playing it. I've been tempted to just start playing it immediately after I've finished it.
I like stories that are willing to explore more difficult topics, but not treat it like it's something that you can joke about.
Games are empathy machines.
And I can just appreciate when they have this absolutely massive narrative and so much going on that it could absolutely turn people away from it and they don't care.
Set in places or have storylines that are incredibly depressing or morbid, but then they inject these bits and pieces of humor. Fallout does that really well.
For me, the stories I appreciate the most in games are always women kicking ass.
Welcome back to E3 live from Los Angeles, and I want to continue this conversation about storytelling in games. Every game has some sort of story to tell, but some games have really taken their narratives to cinematic levels. Games like The Last of Us, Detroit Become Human, BioShock, Red Dead, just to name a few. Guys, what type of stories do you like in your games? Alex, I'm starting with you.
Yeah. Okay, so the easy answer for me will always and forever be Halo. The Halo 1 story, it was actually one of the first, like, as a kid, like one of the first, like, narrative games I actually paid attention to. For some reason, I got into the books, and then from there, it just became a fascination. Another one that always stays in the back of my mind was Skies of Arcadia. Okay.
Back to this then.
Oh yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. There he is. Oh. Ooh. This weapon looks really cool actually. No.
Okay, that's pretty funny.
Yeah. Hi. gonna listen to the cat jam before we restart this run. Oops. Gotta go back to the shop now, but I don't care. Guess I gotta lead stuff to it. To save the guy. I just threw my weapon away.
I cannot see shit. You're standing in front of the screen. Thank you.
What's that?
It is my cat.
Oh,
I'm
right.
trying to play, but she's decided if I can sit in front of everything.
Yeah, she loves you. Pog!
Oh.
Hi. Ow. I wonder if you could put like fucking Saboteur on that. That'd be quite, that'd be quite funny actually. New item in my inventory on Steam.
Welcome back to E3 2021. Our next game, it takes place in a mythical land broken by the horrors of war and evil. With an array of weapons
Sounds like
and
we've got
magic
some
at your
games,
side,
mate.
are you ready to command one of the
Fucking hype.
30 characters to become a legend in the land of dark deity? If so, here's a look at the road ahead.
Oh wait, I think this was shown the other day, wasn't it?
I think it was.
Never mind.
Maybe I should raise my rate.
Yeah, it was.
Yep.
Never have I looked forward to a convention being over.
Weakness has consequences.
This would make for a fine tape.
Hey there, I'm Chip Moore, Game Director for Dark Deity, and it's finally time to reveal the release date. You may not know this, but Dark Deity is the first game that we've ever worked on, so to be at E3 showing this game is a dream come true. And we thought, what better way to make the most out of our first E3 than to release Dark Deity today, live on stream, right now. As of this moment, Dark Deity is available on Steam.
Yeah, but
For how much?
that and how good of a game is it actually?
I can hear
But,
Michael and Dan going crazy back there. Dark Deity is available now for download at Steam,
Amazing.
so go check it out. And the developer showcases continue here at E3 2021. Now it's time for Eureka Studio.
Finally.
Did that actually have some games, or if it's just another sim call?
Hello everyone, welcome to Eureka Studios E3 Showcase. I'm Daniel.
And I'm Stella. Eureka is a published team which started business in 2019.
I just looked up Dark Deity. It is £15.
And today we are here to check out the latest selection of our upcoming titles.
They are an indie studio, so it would make
Let's just get started, and I bet you'll find a new favorite.
like Deity.
I need to find a missing girl, a journalist.
This doesn't look too bad.
No, actually.
Met a lot of resistance. What happened? I should be dead already.
Zishu, you need to find the journalist.
Need to find the journalist.
Sexy German woman.
Hell yeah.
What the hell is going on? It seems I'm trapped in some kind of death loop. No, this place is not what it used to be. I need to figure out what is going on.
The only way to go further is to get stronger.
SWS is a tactical siege game based on real-world physics. In this game, you can create your own squad and command them in battle. Capture enemy cities and you will win the war.
So it's kind of like tabs.
Kinda. At least it looked like it.
嗨，你好，我是超逼真的工程模拟器的开发者郭兴。这是一款操作简单、
Oh, they're
可玩有趣的
Chinese.
战术动作游
Nice.
戏。游戏里你不必费心每一个单位的操作，因为士兵们都有自己独立的 AI，可以感知队友和周围的环境来协同作战，并且在战士焦灼时，你还可以附身在队伍的指挥官自己直接上。在未来，我们还计划开发自定义模组和联机模式，希望你会喜欢。
If you're a fan of roguelike games, you have to check out Metal Mind and its 100% customizable mecha modification system.
Hi, 世界各地的玩家们，大家好，我是核心重组的制作人 Josh。我们的游戏是一款融合了机甲改造和 roguelike 元素的主视角射击动作游戏。玩家可以通过在地牢中探索和战斗，获取资源和部件，综合考虑装甲、重量、热量、电力等物理机制，
Yeah, that style looked pretty cool.
构筑 build，打造独一无二的战争机器，最后战
But there's so many roguelikes. No.
The Swordsman X Survival is an open-world survival.
But it is already June
gathering,
16th at
crafting,
least
and
here.
exploration fused with martial arts and
Lucky
battle
you.
experience.
Fuck yeah, don't give a shit about the game though.
So this is Valheim type thing.
What is this, Indie Souls?
The Immortal Mayor is a construction and management
The
center.
Mayor.
Your
The
player is
Mayor.
the god that watches over the land. Befriend other gods and use magic to help your residents build a town.
Immortal Mayor.
Let's check out another simulation game. Reshaping Mars is a strategy game where players construct and manage their bases on Mars. Your goal is to modify the planet into a place suitable for life.
It's like a city builder. Seems like Sam's kind of game, though. Samuel.
全球的玩家朋友们，你们好，我是重塑火星的开发者山丘。重塑火星是一款火星题材的策略建造游戏。
There's a cat on E3, redeemed.
It is done, it's okay now. It's almost sitting on the keyboard.
Look at his tail, it's got a zebra tail.
研究科技，
Yep.
改善火星的居住条件，迎接一批
It's all
新
okay
移
now.
民。同时，火星上有恶劣多变的自然条件，还有多势力之间的纷争和冲突，这些都将给你带来不小的挑战。希望重塑火星可以为你开启一场特别的火星之旅。
Moism is a Chinese martial art detective game. You will play as a detective who defeats enemies with wit and a super tongue. Crack the case and bring justice to the world.
Whoa, what's he saying?
No fucking clue, but park.
不过，这在披风上有一处奇怪的点，就是在留下爆炸痕迹的披风背中间，却有一条干净的痕迹。
小子，不要太过嚣张。那么还有另一种可能？
一定有哪里不对。
如果宗明之死确实如我推理的那样，那么这庄子里的每一个人，都可能是杀人凶手。
The That's all for today's showcase. We hope you're looking forward to these games.
We'd like to thank our talented
Holy
developers
shit, they had
for
fucking
bringing us
games.
here. And thank
That's
you for
illegal.
watching this video.
To stay up to date with all the latest news, please be sure to follow our official Twitter account, Eureka Studio.
Thank you all again, and have a good time.
Hey everybody, welcome back to E3 2021 and after that Eureka Studio Showcase. But before we talk about it, Golden Boy, again, thank you to Razer. Of course, all this technology fueling us, running us here over on the E3 stage.
That baby right there.
The Blade 14.
Yes, I've been eyeing it all day. It is gorgeous, and I want it.
You get it? You talked a good game about pre-ordering beforehand.
Yeah, no, I definitely am gonna pick that up
Okay.
for sure because I think like I need something slick. I need something slim, and I need something to play all of those great Eureka games on. Because I actually did quite like a few of them. Loopmancer, the first game that they showed, a 3D side scroller.
Yeah.
It looked pretty solid. We were trying to figure out if it was like more Metroid.
I can't believe it, Bast, but we're done.
Fucking hell.
E3
Took a
is
while.
over.
It's done! Holy shit, we survived somehow.
We're free.
Fuck, who's how though?
Well, you know what we think, and now you've seen everything. I hope that you enjoyed the coverage that we provided. Not that we provided much, because there was not much to be provided.
Holy shit, it was trash! Thank you, Scott.
Thank you, Bast, for making
No
yourself
problem.
sit through this shit with me. I appreciate it. man.
No problem. At least we had fun. That.
Wow.
There wasn't really anything that fun about, but we were there. We did it.
Oh.
We could make fun of it.
What day is it?
It's
Where-
Wednesday now.
Where am I?
Tuesday for you.
Where am I?
What is this?
So starting tomorrow, we're going back to normal schedule. I think I'll probably stream before 6 still, because I've got the rest of this week off. Don't leave us. Don't worry, I'm sorry, I got you. Spiritually? Oh, I done that a long time ago, mate. So, if you don't know what the schedule is, so far it's Monday, Wednesday, FF10. Tuesday, Thursday, Ghost Recon with Sam and Tom now, apparently. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday is either anything any of you request, or if there's nothing requested, just something random. So for this week, streams will be at sporadic random times, and then next week we'll be back to 6 PM. Monday to Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday will be whatever times.
Nice.
Thanks, Bast. I appreciate you, man.
It was good fun being here. It was not good fun what I watched, but it was fun being there.
I hope you all enjoyed our shit. We love you all. Say goodbye, Bast.
Indeed.
I will put the outro on.
Goodbye, chat.
I will see you all tomorrow.
Good night.
Night, mate. You too. Do my outro.
What, did you just do it?
No, do it again.
Alright. Discord! Go there for news! Also, updates! There's a YouTube channel, that's where the VODs are! Buy shirts, merch.
Yeah?
Twitter. If you don't like Discord, there's a Twitter. Fill out the form. this form will send you to your grave. Sign it now. Fill out the form to get your permission slip to go to Chernobyl. Daddy's brand sauce is coming all over your face. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. Rate 5 stars back in 2007. Make sure to visit someone else's. Make sure to visit www.com. Could you repeat that one? That's www.com.
Join in, Sam. Fuck E3.